And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wicked Studios' Greyhawk Adventures presents The Ghosts
Tom Cruise
of Saltmarsh, starring Tom Cruise.
Oh, I wish.
Actor? Not an act.
As the dead Chance.
Go ahead and put your vote for whether or not Tom Cruise is a good or a bad actor in the chat.
Why are we? What?
I wouldn't even say good or bad. It's just, is he an actor?
I'm just taking a pulse of the people. I'm not talking about myself.
If you go to a movie and you have a Tom Cruise movie versus any other movie, and you don't know anything about any of the other movies,
the Tom Cruise movie.
You take a chance at the Tom Cruise movie, you're going to be entertained more times than not.
So basically, you're talking about just playing like theater roulette. You go to the theater, spin around a couple of times, and just run into the first door, you know, and
hope it's a Tom Cruise
movie. Cruise movie is going to be better than what you picked.
Yeah.
That's true.
Of course.
What if it was Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks?
Oh, Tom Cruise, hands down. Tom Hanks is overrated.
Not even the same category of actor.
No, it's all about Tom
Everywhere I was going, I was running.
Don't hate.
That's not even the same category of actor. Tom Cruise could learn from Tom Hanks.
Yes. You want to hear a funny story about Tom Hanks?
Yes.
So when I was a kid, like Toy Story came out, and I guess I was now you're gonna know how old I am.
Well, let me get a okay, go ahead.
If only he could remember when Toy Story came out.
Woody's voice used to freak me out, and when I got older, I would see Tom Cruise movies and get so uncomfortable, and I realized because looking back, Woody's voice would scare me, and I always would get creeped out. He's a wonderful person and a wonderful actor.
Oh yeah,
he seems like he was a little creepy. Happy Tuesday, Frank Creed. Welcome to the Tom Talk here on Wicked Studios.
I've got one question. Was it Toy Story 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you are a lot older than I thought.
I'm older than I look.
At least, yeah.
I have a friend named Tom. Should we discuss him next?
Yes, please.
Or should we play some games?
Oh, shit. What are we here to do? We're here to play some D&D, not talk about Toms. Famous or otherwise.
What if one of you were to change your character's name to Tom?
That's what I was just
I've got a new character coming in. Maybe his name is Tom.
It's true.
Could be.
It's possible.
In which case, this conversation would have had some sense.
If you look at the overlay, though, it's obvious that his character's name is Shaker.
Shaker.
Tom Shaker?
What is Shaker?
That's a good name.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hi. How you doing? I'm Will TM.
They were doing better, I bet.
I'm the Dungeon Master of this here. Oh gosh, hold on a second. Adam, do the official intro thing. You're so much better.
I already did that. Wicked Studios Greyhawk Adventures presents The Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Just say illustrious, Will. You'll fall into your rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Will DM, your illustrious dungeon master for this here game. Yeah. Thank you,
There you
Jairus.
go.
That was golden. You got it. You got it right on the nose. We're here tonight. What episode are we on? We're on episode 5.
Wow.
Wow.
I might have put 4 when I put this up, but I think it's 5.
Well, you'll be able to edit it. You're a professional. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead. We're gonna just
I put episode 5. I am a professional.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We're going to start the introductions of everyone. So we'll start.
Frank Reed's already putting in some different adjectives for you to use.
Thanks, Frank.
I thought he was already changing the channel.
No, Frank's a loyal and diehard fan. So, and Frank, let me know when that membership runs out, brother, because we got another one for you afterwards. All right. So, anyway, how about we introduce the cast for all those who are going to watch, and then when this eventually gets on the podcast, they'll be able to associate names with voices. So we're going to just go clockwise. Up this time. Jairus, go ahead, man. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jairus. I play Errol Thorne. Errol is a priest of Delib, god of knowledge, and he's on a sort of walkabout, gathering up whatever knowledge he can for his order, and he'll bring it back. Fun fact about me: my daughter made me out of rubber bands what is too small to be a bracelet and too small to be a necklace and too big to be a bracelet. So I'm wearing an anklet right now.
Oh,
I want to see this.
Maybe
you've got dead sexy ankles. I know you do. Let's see it. Yeah, baby. Look at
there. It is.
We got
impressive.
It's more of a calf than the ankle, but
I just got to see his whole leg. I'm
only as flexible as I am, man.
you should have warmed up before the.
Oh, that's right. Don't worry.
I'll stretch by the end of the show. I'll just put it right behind my head.
Yeah. Don't worry. It gets worse with age. So just enjoy it. So, okay. Well, next up will be the illustrious.
No.
Okay.
You've got a list of fucking adjectives right next to you.
I'm looking at. Okay, Frank.
Pick any one of them.
The pungent.
The eminent Steve. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
That was much better.
Sure. Speaking of getting worse with age, hi, I'm Steve, and I will be playing Voda, the water gymnastic barbarian, who's, not doing great right now, but hopefully things will turn around for him. So
He's alive.
At least he's not dead.
he is alive, which is more than he can say for a lot of.
That's a start.
You are in the top 80 percentile of the group. Yeah.
All right. So next on the list is going to be Michael. Go ahead, sir.
I am Michael, and I am playing Cyprian, a librarian who's an aquatic elf, and is searching for a library in this area.
Librarian.
Yeah, man.
Cyprian the librarian. Cyprian
he's got
the librarian.
Yeah, he's got that rolled R. So that's
Cyprian the librarian.
Yeah. You didn't know that aquatic elves rolled the R's, did you?
I know shockingly little about aquatic elves.
Which is correct. That's the way it should be. All right.
So
next up.
I was a librarian. I was a librarian for a while, and that is something they teach you at library schools, how to roll your R.
Oh, nice. I like it.
That sounds accurate.
So it's not an aquatic elf thing. It's
just a librarian thing, really.
Yeah, that's just a thing that you do in a library.
I apologize then.
That's why they're always saying, shh, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's not that you're being too loud, it's that you're not rolling your R's.
There you go. All right. So speaking of, Katie, it is your turn.
I'm playing Addison, who's 14 years old. She's a teenager. She met up with the group. She actually received a letter from her friend Chance to meet up with the group. So she met him there, and he died on her first day, second day,
right?
First day.
First day. First 3 hours, really.
Yeah.
You didn't even get a chance to catch up.
Yeah. We didn't even catch up. Yeah, it was just like.
Well, I assumed you guys caught up on the road.
On the way.
Yeah, and it's like, and you started making all these plans for what you were going to do later afterwards.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen.
I'm crying a little bit right here. I'm crying. Speaking of, hey, Adam.
Hey, so I'm Adam. I used to play Chance Lucas, Addison's best friend, and now he's dead. So I'm just hanging out, seeing what these guys.
Now, is this the first time you've played Chance Lucas and he's died prematurely?
Nope, this is the second. Thank you very much. In the same. So we had a while back on a channel you may have heard about, but we won't talk about here because we're not allowed to for some reason.
Because we're nice.
Some of us are.
Exactly.
And I'm just being nice to you.
Thanks.
So we were playing the original Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, and I played a character named Chance Lucas, who died even sooner.
Hold on. Okay, librarians in the house. Hold up.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
He died in episode 3.
So I made it 4 episodes this time around.
Yeah, you made it 4. There you go. So the next time you play him, you should go at least.
He's done. He's fucking dead now.
Yeah. That's a great idea, actually. All right, so so there it is. All right, I'll give everybody a briefest of recap. So basically, some of these people, they all came in this ship to Saltmarsh. Chance, the departed, was a native. Addison was his best friend, also a native. Well, she lives in the Dreadwood.
They're close. They live close by.
They lived together for a while, and then.
Yeah. And then somebody had to go off to sea.
Yeah, and then get shot in the face with an arrow.
That happened. Then,
that's terrible.
Yeah. The rest of the party were actually either passengers or crew here, and they all have their own agendas and different things along these lines. But they all have they've kind of like clung together, and they decided that, hey, there's this story about this haunted house, and it seems to possibly maybe lead into everybody else's interests of what they're doing. So they all decided to go up there. They went up once. People almost died. They came back to town. They picked up an aquatic elf, went back up to the haunted house. Everybody almost died. That was the second. You guys have only been. That was the second time back, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are still up there from that second time, correct? Right. Okay. And then after they'd cleared out the what's the supposed haunted house from the top levels, they went downstairs and they ran into I guess maybe one or two of them said Army matey, so they gave it away. They're like pirates or something down there, and they killed Chance, one of the characters, and that's where we're going to pick up. Very solemn, very somber, with a dead body laying on a cot. A dead body of a young 16-year-old boy named Chance.
His life ahead of him.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I'm trying hard to keep a straight face, but that's the whole reason I could never act, is because I could never keep a straight face. I tried. I kept laughing. Okay, so we're going to just pick up right there where we left off. You guys are downstairs. Remember, you went downstairs into like an initial basement / wine cellar. Cyprian found a secret door that went through the fireplace there, and it went into another room. And in this other room, it was like a barracks. There's a bunch of cots, so forth. There's a door with a bar on it. It's got danger written all the way across it. And as they were looking around, they opened up a door, and a bunch of arrows came out and killed Chance. Now, all of these pirates were dispatched quite easily by the party once they put their mind to it.
Not quite easily.
Well,
it was after
touch and go.
Everybody kind of teamed up there, and
once you guys teamed up and fought like a team.
Cyprian kind of lost his head a little bit.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
He's like
turning like a shark person.
Yeah, he freaked out.
He ripped the bad guy to shreds with his mouth.
I would think he ate him. Partly, it wasn't just ripping him up.
No, he was ripped him up. Probably swallowed some. Yeah. And when he came to his senses, he was quite revolted.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
At least, if nothing else, I could bring you crazy kids together.
And we found various documents that seemed to.
That's right. You guys did find documents.
Yeah. What were the documents? Refresh my memory.
Found some charts, some nautical charts of the coast of couple 100 miles of the local coast.
We had like a letter about letting someone know when certain shipments were coming in or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
invoice,
An
actually.
invoice. Okay.
It was an invoice, and along with the invoice was a letter talking about, hey, when you guys get wind of what the next shipment is supposed to be, let me know so I can make sure that the funds are available.
And it wasn't.
It was signed
It was signed. Okay.
with a letter P.
Okay. Great.
And information on how to communicate with ships, a translation book for Goblin, a
Yep.
book on the coastlines, a book on the demigod Ayuz,
Mm-hmm.
and a book of erotic poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Now I have to ask, did everybody get a chance to level up to level 2?
I mean, yeah, we get to take a stand for HP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'm good. Yep, I did everything I need to.
Okay, cool. I went through, I put it up. I don't know if you guys saw it. I went into the character sheets and adjusted your experiences. Everybody had enough to hit 2nd level. So you can go ahead and if you haven't already, and I'm not going to do that. Well, you have to have a full rest beforehand because, well, I don't want anybody else
We'll
to
die
die.
otherwise.
Well, no, let's put it this way. I've already had my fill. I killed Adam. So
Yeah, so he's satiated
blood
for
levels-
some
yes,
time
yes,
now.
For now.
yeah. So yeah.
Do we get to put our HP up to maximum, or is that still what it was after the fight?
We're gonna say it.
What if you just add your new HP and keep the rest as it was?
That's what
Okay.
exactly we're gonna do. Just
I'll
add
that
your new
works.
XP to
Good thinking.
new hit points to yeah, good thinking, Adam. That's why I keep.
I've got nothing else to do. My character's dead, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to assistant DM.
So okay, so you guys are down there in that room, and what's happening? What's going on?
Did we want to try to go through this danger door, or do we just want to get out of here?
I don't know. About
I think
you guys.
we've come this far. We
We
need to.
need a few minutes to rest and regroup, I think. Some of you look a little bit tattered. However,
He says, looking at Chance's dead body.
Yeah, she's Addison's just kind of pacing back and forth.
Maybe so Ned goes over and he gets a sheet off of one of the beds and he covers Chance's body with it.
as he's doing that, I say that your death will not go without notice. As an employee of the Isle of Woe,
You never
will be
paid me.
All right, we got to do this. Okay, so we're gonna make a roll. We're gonna make a roll to see if the I mean, because I'm correct in the assumption that Chance would really like to haunt this place. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. What stat do we think most correlates with a spirit's desire
Charisma.
to
That's
haunt?
gotta be
It would beg a charisma, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Charisma? Okay.
Right?
So what's
Yeah.
what's the charisma modifier of old Chance there?
Oh, I think it was 2, maybe.
2. Okay. Excellent. So basically what I'm going to have you do is
And Lee Kim also agrees charisma. Hey, Lee Kim, thanks for joining.
Hey, what's happening, Lee Kim? Okay, so this is what it is. You're gonna roll a d20, and if you get 18 or higher, the ghost of Chance Lucas will be
Does
haunting.
that
this
include
house.
my old charisma modifier?
No modifiers. I deducted it from 20. There's your difficulty.
Oh,
so
15,
close.
so close.
So what I'll say
I'm
to-
Put on, like, the
I'm like
solstice
haunting like the outhouse like
No,
down
no,
the street.
no. This is what happened is you really wanted to, but you really just couldn't manifest enough. So all you really do is you like make certain spots in the house colder than others. That's
take it.
pretty-
don't worry. If Ash ever visits, he'll be able to chat you up.
Ghost fridge.
All right. So okay. So
With that, I actually pull a gold piece out and
he's gonna
put it
pay
in,
you to death.
into his hands and say, "You are paid."
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
And I do really recommend that we take some time here and reflect. And so saying, I walk over to this table, sit down, and I begin to move my hands in a mysterious way for a while.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna. Where's a corner? All right, let me get over here. Ned goes and lurks into a
I was
corner.
gonna say he's looking for shadows or something.
Yeah, he goes in because there's torches all in here, and this place is actually lit. What he does is he puts a torch out to make this a little bit more shadowy.
There you
He
go.
goes over and he gets in the shadows, and he goes, "Yeah, in the Underdark, we pray for our lost friends.
Yep.
In the dark."
Will, I forgot. Are these staircases going up or down?
Yes, they are staircases going up.
Are they going up or down or both?
No, they go up. That's actually one set of stairs going all the way up.
Gotcha.
It goes to a trap door in the ceiling here.
Cool.
He is way too big.
Okay, well, I will.
We can make him smaller.
I'm gonna kind of look over to Addis and be like, young miss, you all right? I mean, you're not all right, obviously, but is there anything I could do right now?
Addison just gonna.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Let me know. I'm gonna I guess I'll chill for a bit too. Are we attempting to get a short rest? Is that what we're doing mechanically here?
I'm taking 10 minutes to cast a ritual.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of you can, take a full hour. And actually, what I'm doing is I'm sitting there mumbling to myself, and all of a sudden this owl appears, and I say, "Mother, did you have to send one?"
Harry Potter.
And then I begin chatting at it.
Mm-hmm.
And weirder.
Errol is he's restless. He hasn't been able to sit. He's just kind of pacing around back and forth. Every so often he'll call Archimedes to his hand and look something up in the book, and he's just not comfortable just sitting doing nothing after being so charged up, and his
Right.
the chance is dead, and he's like right there, and it's just a weird scene.
Yep.
Totally weird scene. I 100% agree. So,
Well, I mean, I could if you'll allow us to try to get a short rest, I'll be in for that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's cool. Okay.
yeah, I will totally allow you guys to try and get a short rest because that's just how I am.
Yeah, you're real
Okay.
fucking nice once I'm dead. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That was a known. Let's see here.
All right. Cool. Well, let me know when I can roll hit dice.
Go ahead, you can roll them. You guys are actually there. I'm going to actually say that the full hour will go by.
I will take that.
It's a nice roll.
All right. Well, I agree with Arrow. We might as well just see this through the end. I imagine Chance might actually want that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Once she hears that, she's gonna follow along.
The owl thing perches on my shoulder as we continue walking. I seem to be having a heated debate with it.
Shock.
You're debating how long it takes, how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
That could be what it is. You don't know.
Clearly 3. obviously.
True story. I think I've
Right.
told you this before, Adam. Though I don't know if I've said it on the air. My acting coach, Dick Terry, was the voice of Tootsie Roll.
I think you did tell me that. Yeah.
He did the voiceover, and I think he said he did the owl. I'm not 100% about that, but I know for a fact he did the voiceovers for all their commercials for a while.
All right. Is Errol opening the store?
Yeah, so he's been consulting Archimedes for different types of traps, be it magical or mechanical, and now he's investigating for traps.
Excellent. I'm not on that screen right now, so you'll have to.
He
tell me
rolled a
what you got.
19.
Excellent. You can tell without a doubt this door does not appear to be trapped at all. It is a very sturdy door, though. It is not like any of the doors that were upstairs. It appears to be made of wood, but the wood is like super dense, and it has multiple bands of iron that are around it that are kind of discolored with age, but still, in good shape for sure. It's definitely a sturdy door. It's not like a lot of the other doors that you guys have seen here. So,
All right. Does it appear to be locked, or like I can just open it at will?
yeah, it's just got a bar on it.
Okay.
There's the bar, so obviously the door opens inwards towards you guys. So there's a bar across it, and then written in red on the door it says danger.
Oh, right.
Okay,
All right,
so
Yeah, that's the danger door.
That's a danger door.
He's
Okay.
got his torch in one hand, and he says, "Are we ready for this?" And
everybody needs to roll perception.
Perception.
Yep.
10.
10.
Why is it not working?
Ooh, Cyprian with the nat 20. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Got 19 for Addison. Is that everybody?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's true. There's
Some
only
of
4
us are dead.
Adam, roll me a d4.
3.
Okay. That's the amount of rounds. I want you to keep track of those rounds for me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you guys are all getting ready to go in there. And Cyprian, you definitely hear some scraping and something. And then back here, I'm assuming that Archimedes isn't still right there. He's over by you.
Oh yeah, no, he's with me. Yeah.
Okay.
What's Ned doing?
He was still over in the shadows.
He's
I
just
didn't
He's
weeping.
just chilling in the shadows. Okay.
Well, Ned would come over with you guys. So I'm not he's not antisocial, even though he's a drow.
A drow wannabe.
A part of the wall back here swings open. And in starts rushing
What door? Where?
back
Oh, over
over
here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a
Insta-
door back there.
Me
Start
either.
rushing these people.
All right. Do they look malicious?
They look
Oh,
very
yeah.
friendly.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're- and they're-
They look like we didn't just free them. They were just
They
Wait,
come
which
from-
way does this door open?
Which one? The one
Whoops, you guys are
This
the
one
That
right
one?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say it opens outward too. Just like this one here. It makes more sense for all of them to open the same way, I guess. Unless you wanted
All
to
right.
open the other way.
Well, so he's going to say, "Everyone, quick, in here." Errol's going to gesture towards this room as he pulls the crossbar off of the other door.
Okay. So you pull the crossbar off. Okay. So what we're gonna do is everybody's gonna roll a niche. I'll allow you to have pulled the crossbar and you've got the bar in your hands.
Well, I'm going to give it like a second. Like I don't want to pull it until I see them, ushering in. But like I have it on ready to pull it the second I see them filtering into the.
Well, you were getting ready to pull it anyway, so your hands are on
It's
it.
true. Yeah, so
You know what I'm
I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Should I
totally.
also roll initiative?
Yes.
Oh, my token is the old guy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't make you a token. I'm terrible.
I think you left the token in there. If you just delete the token, I can pull over my character.
Okay. Well, I'll allow you to do that.
I can't delete the token. 'Cause
Oh,
you're
you
the
can't?
DM. No,
Oh,
you've got to open it up and do it.
I will do this because I'm good like that.
It'd be better if you did it prior to the stream. But, I mean,
I think now is the time when we should spend some time reading from a select book of.
erotic
Shall we
poetry.
read from today? How about security intelligence?
Oh,
How
no.
to get on chapter 1.
Anyway, tomorrow night, you guys right here can check out Tales of a
It's
Savage
done.
Land. Okay.
I did it. I deleted it for you. I'll have to make
There
you.
we go.
Yeah, you don't have a cool token,
There he is.
but I'll make you a token. So, okay. So let me go ahead and reorder everything. Bloop. Oh, look at that! You're first on the list anyway.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
even roll. That's
well,
not me.
no, not you. I was talking about Arrow.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Alright,
and roll.
yeah,
and I'll give you a
so-
second.
I guess. All right. Yeah, I'll pull the bar and say, "Quick, in here!" and move into this room. All right, I'll pull the bar and kind of like just kind of open the door just a crack as I go, or like let it swing open.
Sure.
All right, yeah. So that's that, and then I'll move into the room here.
Okay.
Offhand, Will, do you want the bad guys to have an initiative number or no?
Yeah, didn't I give it to him?
They're on 0.
I just see a 0 on turn order.
Oh, you know what? I didn't roll for him. Thanks. All right, so let's
don't
see
need
what
to
they
go.
get. I'm just giving them one roll. Let's see.
Okay. I mean,
Oh, they got an 18. Nice. Okay, cool. Thanks for reminding me, man.
I just wanted to make sure.
Hold on a second here. Let's do this again. Bloop. Okay, cool. So
They're gonna go first because alphabetically B comes before C.
hold on, it went too high. There we go. Okay. I just swapped you so that you can go first. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so Arrow goes ahead, pulls the bar off, and goes running into Spandau's room. Cyprian, it's your turn.
Well, I guess if we're gonna make a stand in there, that's where it should make a stand, I guess. So I'll walk in there, and since this guy's on my shoulder, I imagine he comes with.
There you go. Okay.
Do you mind shrinking mine too, Will?
Yeah. Hold on one sec. There you go.
Thank
Is that
you.
good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So it's the bad guys' turns. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So that's there. This guy will be behind him. And these guys, these 3 guys, these guys here all have bows with them. So they're going to actually take some shots. So let's see who we got out here. We got 3. We got Ned, Addison, and Voda are still out here. So I want, you know what? 1 shot apiece, because that's
the fair thing to do.
they're democratic like that. You see them over there getting the bows. It's like, I'll shoot that. You can shoot that. Okay, all right.
Let's make sure it's fair, guys.
Right?
Nobody team up on anybody. That's not cool.
It's
Okay,
not
so
like you
here
want
we
to kill
go.
them or anything.
We've got, you know what?
Let's not all of us shoot one guy in the face at once. That's a dick move. That's not the pirate way.
Standing there.
I had to pull up Ned. I did because I need Ned stats too. Okay, so here goes the shot at Ned. Let's see what he get. Ooh, he hit him. Ow! Hit him for 10. Bam.
Oof.
Because that's how he sounds.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's not good. Okay. Here comes a shot coming at Addison. Oh!
I can't see.
can't
I'm not
see
seeing
this.
You guys can't see this. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was.
You've got to tell us.
It's
It was
a nat,
what?
It's a nat 20.
Oh no.
I figured by
no.
his
I
reaction.
gotta figure out how to turn that off on the sheets so that it's not on whisper. This way.
For the
So
settings.
yeah, you just took 12 points of damage, Addison, as an arrow comes just
Woo!
right into you.
That's so funny because I was just adjusting my hit points and I shouldn't have. Great.
They were correct after all.
Yeah.
All right, and then last but not least, here comes an arrow for Voda. Voda, you're kind of behind Addison, so we're gonna give a +2 to your AC for some cover. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Not that you're hiding behind her. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's just the way it's worked out.
Hiding behind a 14-year-old
The
girl.
barbarian hiding behind a 14-year-old girl.
He's either
Right.
really smart or really cowardice. And after last week, we all know he's not a coward. Okay. All right, cool.
I like
So
most of my
he
characters.
missed. He rolled an 11, so he didn't hit you, I'm sure, right?
Nope.
11 doesn't hit you. Okay, cool. Okay, so that is the bad guy's turn. They are all done. And okay, so Voda, it's your turn, man.
I've had about enough of this, really. So
And of course, I didn't roll for freaking my boy. Here, hold on. I'm gonna.
two.
Let me roll.
Oh,
initiative for
never mind.
good old Ned.
Sorry, I did something incorrectly here. Hold on. Okay, cool. So let's see.
Did you say I took 15 points of damage or 12 points of damage?
12, he said.
12.
Okay, great.
Ever
I wrote that
precise
down.
Ned has 10.16
That's right.
initiative.
He's got that tiebreaker thing going on.
Wow, he really just wanted to beat Addison and should have, didn't he?
Did.
I don't
Of course,
like
what is
the-
Addison's dexterity bonus? Maybe she beats him.
Yeah, maybe. Well, all
The,
Ned's going to do is run in the room.
Yeah. The bookman might have it right. We might want to form a choke point, so to speak. Come on along here with you. So I'm going to run in here and then use the dodge action as my actual action.
Smart. Okay. All right. So it's Ned's turn. Ned goes inside and right around the corner. Yeah, it's a great idea, man. Hey, Addison, you need to get in here.
You know what we should do? We should make a pillow for it. That would be awesome.
I play Ned. Okay, let's make this clear.
Well, until his character gets here, I think he should play Ned.
All right.
I
Ned.
feel like I've got the character down.
You
Okay.
nailed it.
Okay, you're Ned. You're Ned then. You get
No,
to.
that's all right. I don't want to be.
See how it is? All right. Okay, so Addison, it's your turn. You're out there all alone, just you and the cadaver of your friend. And
Which is perfect because she was totally torn. She's like, should I bring his body in? Like, should I leave it out here? I don't know what to do. I'm only 14. Oh my god.
If you could do like a weekend at Bernie's type situation,
call
that
her
would be
in.
great.
Yeah, I'll tie his
Comically beat them
shoelaces,
all up.
my shoelaces, and then I'll walk, and then he'll be walking with me. And I'll put
Perfect.
sunglasses on him, and we'll play Monopoly.
there you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah, so she's gonna hesitate, but also run. into
Definitely call her in then.
Okay.
If-
Okay, so go ahead and just move your token in there where you would like it to be. Don't forget that this right here, that's actually a desk. Not a problem. You get right there. Cool.
Errol's gonna be yelling to shut the door, shut the door.
Okay, Ned, he's got a free action, I'll say, and he just reaches over and he closes it.
All right.
So the door is closed. All right, so
Everybody prepare your bows. That's what you do in this
Okay.
situation.
it's Alfred's turn. That's right,
Alfred.
everybody. The familiar of Cyprian,
Is
which is an
Alfred.
owl, is named Alfred.
I really like that, actually.
It is clever. I'll admit that, sure. I can't say anything bad about Michael's character. He's going to kill me again.
Yeah. For those of you watching last week, when Michael offered on our Sunday game to kill Will's character, he made good on that offer.
He did. He killed me.
Not intentionally.
No. To be
You know
fair,
what? It's a little
he tried
suspicious,
killing
Mike.
everybody. I just happen to be the lucky guy.
There was some collateral damage too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's out.
Alfred is going to hold his action, and if the door opens again with bad guys out there, he's going to fly out and try to cause a disturbance and give the help action to somebody, and then fly back in because he has flyby.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got.
Oh.
flyby. And I'm assuming you're gonna give old Archimedes, right? I always want to say Artemis. Archimedes is if he's got the stats, he's basically have stats of Falcon, correct? Or
Yeah,
Hawk.
Falcon or Hawk or whatever.
They've got flyby as well. So
No, they don't.
oh, they don't.
Do not have flyby. No,
I think they have like their perception stronger, so it's.
something like that.
Okay. Well then, all right. Well, he's got better perception.
He's hanging out by me anyway.
Okay, cool.
It
All
was
right.
a book.
Hey, Will.
Yes.
I forgot to cast. I wanted to cast Goodberry for some hit points.
You could totally do that.
Can I say that I did that on my
Sure.
turn? Great.
Because all you did was take a movement action.
Yes, I did.
So yeah, so you're good.
Thank you.
All
You can
right.
only eat one per turn, so.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
One
more
per
of
turn.
like an out of combat thing. It's really like
Yeah.
10 hit points for one spell slot is pretty good, or you can pass them out. So if everybody has one and someone goes down, you give them one good berry. It's kind of like it's
Is it a
stabilized.
cantrip or is it a?
No,
It's
it's
a
a
level.
spell.
First
First
level
level.
spell.
You should
Maybe I'll
have
hold that.
heal
Cure wounds is
cure. Thank you. There's that.
Cure wounds.
You should have cure wounds as a spell too, don't you?
I don't have that as a prepared spell.
Ah, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Remember how
Good
much he likes
berries
killing
better
people.
anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, so all right. So we've got dun. Okay, we're back to the top of the order. Earl, It's your turn.
Errol is going to move across and try to get this desk and maneuver it to the door and try to barricade the door.
All right. Everybody else who goes in that the bad guys are next. Okay, so that's not a problem. You know what? Yes. So you guys get it, and it's in front of the door. All we're gonna say is it's gonna back up this guy. Well, that's you. So the desk is there. So basically what it does is it kind of just backs everybody up a tad. Is all that it does. But the desk is in front of the door. Now remember, this door, it's like this door over here, so it's going to open out. But the desk will be there as a barrier for anybody who wants to try to get to the room.
Right. Oh, actually,
that's over here or a window.
Sorry, I meant to see. Does the door have a lock? Is it possible that I can lock it?
You know what? I'm going to say there's a really good chance that there's a lock on here. So just roll me a D20, and if you get beneath 14, there's a lock on it.
Nice.
There's your natural 20.
Yeah. So no, there's no lock on it. You can see though there used to be some really sweet bolts on it, but somebody took a screwdriver and took them all off.
Right. If I listen, do I hear anything from opening the danger door? Does it sound like there's any movement on?
No. But go ahead and give me a perception roll anyway, because it'll tell you what's going on outside there. Because
sure. It always takes me so long to find perception. 20.
Nice. Okay, you can definitely hear that those. Now, the guys who came out that you saw, okay, there were 4 of those guys were pirates, okay, but 3 of them were heavily armored hobgoblins. Well, you guys might not know. Well, definitely Errol and Cyprian know a hobgoblin from their studies. I'm going to say that's not a problem. The rest of you maybe know that they're hobgoblins, but so
Druid.
You hear their footsteps coming, so it's like they're all charging down onto to the door. They're not staying put or anything along those lines. Okay, so let's go ahead and just move the bad guys. He's going to actually move, so he's not going to do anything. He's going to move. Here's what's going to end up happening. These guys aren't going to do anything. I'm going to go here. And you hear somebody, they all come down. They get outside the door. You hear them stamping. And a voice goes, all right, we know you're in there. We don't want to have to kill any of you. So tell you what, if you lay down all your weapons and surrender, we'll let you go. Sound like a deal?
Can we have a minute to discuss?
Sure. I'll give you 6 seconds because I'm pretty sure that's a turn.
Who's standing next to me right now? Is that?
That's
Me.
Voda.
That's Voda. I'm gonna turn to Voda and be like, "Do you think they're serious?"
Oh yeah, unless they're literally about to kill us, I'm not surrendering.
All right. I have an idea. I will. I'm gonna go out there alone and try to negotiate.
That does not sound
I
very
think that's a
wise.
bad idea.
That sounded like a bad idea as I said it. I'm kind of new to life or death situations. It's different than the books.
However, if you are sure,
We could just do what they
go
did to
with our
Chance.
blessing.
I'm gonna just yell out, "Who are you?"
Oh, that's a good question. Yes.
We're part of the Coast Guard, and you're in a Coast Guard facility in
Oh,
off
right.
limits.
Yeah, it makes sense. Got it. Okay. Are we back in Cyprian's turn now?
Yes.
All right.
So I'm going to go through the order. We'll see if anybody wanted to do anything while this parlay exchange is going on. So, Cyprian, were you going to do anything while they were doing the parlay?
If Errol is serious about going out there, I first ask him, "Are you serious about stepping out there?"
But I think it's good to, if they're going to betray us, we risk only one instead of all of us at once.
Then take with you this power, and I kind of put my hand on him and give him resistance to. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the save, and then the spell ends.
Okay.
So I kind of pull out this cloak, put it over your shoulders, and say, "Go talk to them."
Ned moves and allows you to get up there. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead, get up there."
I now anoint you a representative of the House of Woe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, he has now just become what's everybody's favorite John Wick? Was it Keanu Reeves? You're now Keanu Reeves, dude. All right. Voda.
Yeah. All right. So the door is currently shut. Is that right?
Correct.
Right.
The door is currently shut.
I am going to first of all bonus action rage, and then I'm going to try to fling open the door as hard as I can, hopefully hitting someone who might be in front of it.
Okay. Now, don't forget the desk was moved.
I know. I'll jump on top of the desk.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay. So what I need you to do is I'm just going to have you make a regular attack roll.
Okay.
So,
As soon as he opens that door, though, Alfred flies out to give him
Regular
advantage.
attack roll. Now, using the door essentially, is that what you're saying?
yeah. So you're going to just be using the door. So
Okay.
just make it a strength attack roll, and then you get advantage at it because as you get up there, this owl comes screeching past your ear.
Okay. Cool. So basically, a strength check essentially is what we're saying. Okay.
Oh, is he attacking the door? Or
No, he's kicking the door open to hopefully have the door swing out and just hit somebody. And just for
Okay.
easy mechanics, I'm just making it an attack roll.
All right. So 15.
15. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, let me check out my boys. That's what I thought. Okay. So the door does swing open
Sure.
and it hits this hobgoblin that's there, but it doesn't do anything to him.
That's
It like just
fine.
kind of boom, hits him and it backs him up.
Cool.
You know.
I will leap in front and draw out my greatsword.
Oh, this is gonna be really bad for fucking
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is so bad. Okay, all right. This is round 2, right, Adam?
Yeah.
We're still in round 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I come in on round 2?
All right. It's Ned's turn, and Ned throws a dagger up and because you're short,
Yeah.
so
I'm
he's throwing,
short.
Right over
Yeah,
his head.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's throwing it right over your head, and he's throwing it at that hobgoblin right in front of you.
Nice.
And it goes out and it hits him and it's bing and it falls to the ground because these guys are
Are
well
well
armored.
Yeah, I figured. Hobgoblins usually are.
Yep. They got big, long, like scale coats, and I guess they have shields too. Let's see. What are they? Yeah, they have actually they have full chain armor and shields with them, is what they got. So, okay. Yeah.
Have I mentioned that
Well,
I
good
hate
try.
this adventure?
Yeah, you have. Okay, so Addison, it is your turn.
Oh, where's Addison right now? No, she doesn't want to do that. Well, I'm gonna pop a berry. So is that
That's an action.
that might be my only action
That's
then?
an action to pop a bear.
What kind of druid are you, if you don't mind me asking?
One that can only eat one
s-
berry at a time.
um,
Still the second level druid. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
can't-
it depends on what kind of druid she is. What kind of druid are you?
second. I almost said second level. The moon.
You are the moon.
Yeah.
that's the spellcaster kind, correct? Or the
No, that's
a
that's
shape
the-
change.
No, it's like the
That's
beast.
the one that can do better
Yeah,
wild
you
shape.
wild shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Wild
level
shape.
2, so it doesn't matter.
At third level.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
third.
at third level. That's I could have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you choose this circle at second level, you gain the ability to use Wild Shape on your turn as a bonus action rather than as an action.
There
Wait,
you
at
go.
second level though? I don't
When
think
you're a
Yeah,
circle of the
it's
moon, you are.
Ask the moon druid.
Yeah, so you can do that.
So you can wild shape then.
Wait, for real? I didn't realize
Yeah.
I could even do
Oh
that.
yeah.
This
Second
this is
level.
this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do is we're gonna come back to you before we end the turn, and
Yeah.
you can tell me what you've changed into because I'm assuming you're.
Oh,
Gonna
I got
change
it already. I'm good.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool.
Who knows?
Well.
I'm gonna do Direwolf.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you have the direwolf stats there? Or no?
I have it on my computer. I don't have it on Roll20.
That's fine. That's
If you
fine.
go to the I tab and type in Direwolf, you can just pull it up.
Yeah, you
I can
should
do it on what?
On Roll20, like the I tab at the top.
It's
Little
the-
circle with an eye in it.
There's
Yeah.
the chats.
Like
There's
the letter I.
There's the letter I.
top right. Yeah.
And just type in Wild Shape or Dire. Oh, Wild.
Direwolf.
Yeah.
Boom.
There it is. Can I use this now though?
Yeah.
No. Like,
It's
Can
a
I click on
bonus
stuff?
action.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think if you press attack on it, it'll actually roll the attack, won't it?
all right.
Well,
So-
I
If
don't-
you hit the
Yeah.
down arrow beside it, and you'll have the whole character sheet there, and then yeah, you can click on it and do stuff.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh no,
I
I
don't think
guess
I
you
can.
can't hit the.
That's
big-
fine. At least you have the numbers
Okay.
there, though.
You've got
Well,
it though.
I'll pop a berry as an action, then and turn into a Wild Shape bonus action, and I guess that's it for me. I
Okay.
can,
You can
Yeah.
move still.
And so
I can,
you,
but I
You're gonna
can't
stay
really
there.
attack anything. Yeah.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
you know your hit points are currently now what the hit points of the direwolf is.
There
Yes.
they are.
Okay.
Are they that? Right,
Yes.
they are. Okay, yeah.
You can choose to roll them. 5d10 plus 10.
Nah,
Could be 15. Could be Could get lucky. You could get
I'm
60.
good.
All right. Okay. Alfred flew out and flew back. What's Alfred going to do for his next objective?
He'll do the same thing. He'll as soon as he sees an attack, he'll fly out basically and give the help action.
He
on
could
that
also
attack.
fly
He'll
out
back in.
and give one of these three hobgoblins that are going to tear up Voda disadvantage. If he
To
so
do
chooses.
that.
I'm just saying that is
That's kind of
He'll fly
That's
out
a-
and do that with one of them and fly back in. He's not going to stick around out there.
right. No, totally. I understand that part of it. Okay. Okay. So, which one do you want to have disadvantage? Not the.
The one in the corner.
Okay. So this guy right there. Okay. Cool. Right. Errol, buddy.
So Errol is like trying to like pump himself up to walk out to his death, and then Voda just like rushes through, and he's secretly so relieved, but at the same time, oh shit! So he jumps up on the desk and kind of like hurls / slides past Voda over here. Archimedes coming with him, and can I have Archimedes roll his or not roll
Put him in the initial.
reserve, like hold his action so that anybody who attacks me, he gives disadvantage, so he just like flies and flutters in their
Not
face.
a problem. Yes, we will do that. That is not.
And all right, perfect. And then Errol is going to cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh, nice. So what's the
So it's a DC 13 con save
okay? So let's see.
for these three guys, like
Yeah.
everyone in a 5-foot radius. So 1,
Got
2,
it. Okay, so here's the one guy. Did it roll? Yeah, it rolled it twice. Okay, there's the first one. He failed. Okay, so he's going to take 2 points. of damage.
2 points damage.
Well, these are low level characters, so that means a
That's
lot.
true. Yeah.
So let's do the two hobgoblins. Let's see. So one. Oh, he fails,
Cool.
and he fails. So everybody failed. Okay, cool.
Take your 2 points, you bitches.
That's a cantrip.
No.
Yeah,
it
it's a
didn't
good
hurt, but
character.
it stung a little, I guess.
Especially if you could like empower that some kind of way, that'd be pretty badass. Actually, if you think about it.
Right. I mean, it'll get better as I go, but for now,
Right.
it's
Right. Okay, cool. So yeah, you injured all three of those guys. Uh-oh. It's the bad guys' turns. Okay, so we're gonna go with
But
the
they're second guessing themselves now after getting hit for 2 hit points.
How are they in front of me again?
say what?
How are the bad guys in front of me again?
Did they get back in front of you?
Yeah, they
They
did.
sure
Stuck in
did.
front of me again.
They sure
They're
did.
just they're hungry. They're
The
asking.
cheaters is what they are.
I guess.
They are
That's why they're bad
pirates.
guys.
I mean, come on.
All right, Cyprian, it's your turn.
I step over in front of the door there.
Oh, I
and,
know what it is. I added Ned into
Yeah, and it resorted it.
it resorted it.
And kind of point out and say, the beast that dwells within me has many, many, many powers. And I send out magic missiles for 10 force damage, and the guy right in front of this guy right here.
That guy right there.
Nice.
They just got.
And
so
then
what
I step
happens?
back out of the corner.
Explain that to me. So
What's
what-
that?
Explain it to me. What actually just happened there? Because he just got obliterated. Is basically what happened. He's gone.
I just stand over, just point,
Mhm.
and just say, die.
Are they like watery missiles? Is that what they're sort of like?
Sharks.
Flash.
It's like
kind
little
of-
sharks
Oh.
coming at you.
Splashing out and
Magic
just, yeah.
shark, do 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 do. Magic shark, do 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 do
Why?
do. Magic
Adam.
shark. No.
You son of a bitch.
Right?
That song has been in my head all day.
Yes, and it will continue to be there. Grandpa Shark. Do, 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 do.
I have no idea.
Three
what
times I caught myself. Do.
And as I
Oh wow, that was really long.
And as I
Okay.
step back, I say, I am a druid. My father is a druid. My mother is a druid. My grandparents are druids. My brothers are druids. My
He
sisters
cast
are
backstory.
Are you a
druids. I
druid?
just keep mumbling over and over, I am a druid. I am a druid. I am a druid.
I think he's trying to convince himself. That's what I think.
Yeah, right.
All right, so it is the bad guys' turns now. So we're gonna go with there's gonna be 2 hobgoblins on Voda, and then this one bandit is going to. Well, let's see. I've got this guy can fire, that guy can fire, and this guy can fire. Okay, so I'm gonna say, what does half cover give you as a bonus to your AC?
+2.
+2.
Is it only 2? I thought it was.
Yeah,
3/4
Plus
cover gives you
2,
5.
3, and 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna give Errol 3/4 covered, and that gives him what? +4 to his AC?
+5 to his AC.
+5 because he's got essentially this archer here has got like a hobgoblin moving around. Granted, there's a dwarf, but so I'm gonna give for these 2 archers. This archer here is going to try and shoot Voda, and same thing. So I'll do all the archers first. So you guys have +5 to your ACs.
All right. Good to know.
So we've got let's go ahead and do these are the 2 bow shots coming down on Arrow. And a 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. Here's the second one. 6. Okay, so that misses. So the 22 hits you for 5 damage.
All right.
Now here's the bow shot on Voda.
Sure.
20.
That'll just hit with the +5. Yeah.
Okay, so then you have 3 points of damage that you take from that.
And now is that before I reduce it by half, or is that
That's before, so you'll take 1.
I take 1 damage?
You'll
Okay.
take 1 point
Nice.
and retain your rage because you took damage.
Yep.
Okay, so now we've got the hobgoblin's going to go. So here's Hobgoblin 1's going to take a swing on Voda.
Sure.
He is at disadvantage, and he rolled a 22 and a 20. I have to really
Yeah.
change this so you guys can see these.
All right. Well, obviously that'll hit.
Now, here's the good thing. Here's the good thing. You take 2 damage. which
Okay.
would be 1
Nice.
damage. Okay.
Oh,
so
really? Oh, okay. Even better.
you take
Yes.
1 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now that was the first guy.
Yep.
No wonder Voda's still smiling down there.
Here's the second guy. Gonna swing the sword at you. Totally misses.
Okay.
Okay. You got a 5. All right. And then now, because that other hobgoblin is Nomas, now we've got this one guy going to swing his scimitar at Errol.
And this is the dwarf.
Yeah, it's the bandit guy.
Mhm.
And he got a 20. Does that hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, for 4 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. And that's all the bad guys. Okay, Voda. Go
Yep,
ahead,
we're
start
hitting
thinning the
This
crowd.
guy right here.
Gotcha.
At least attempting to anyway. Once again, I need to fix that macro. Anyway, here.
You know what? Hold on a second.
I missed.
Archimedes gave that guy a disadvantage to attack you.
That is true, yeah.
So he missed because he rolled a 20 and a 4.
Oh, cool.
So you
Cool.
add back
Book
those
got
hit
up in his face and saved me some hurting.
Yeah.
And
And-
speaking of missing, I missed this guy very badly, and I can't wait until I have extra attack. All right,
Right? Oh, nice.
that's it for me.
Okay, so Ned. And Ned's like, well, damn, there's no one for me to attack now. Well, I guess I'll just get right here.
Ned, get out there and make yourself useful.
Well, I can't. There's a big guy in the way, and you know. Okay. Addison.
Okay, so remind me, are these
Ned's
oh,
gonna be
are
my
these
next target.
are these squares 10 feet or
They're
5 feet?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Ah, cool.
And you can
Um,
actually, regardless of what Ned just said, you can pass through Voda's.
You can jump right over him.
Yeah, and you can go over here to these.
Yeah.
spaces.
Okay, I would love to go for this guy. This. I think you called me. Was he a dwarf? You said
This guy right here.
Yes.
Yeah, you can run out to him. You could go
Yeah.
right to this space right there.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bite him.
Go ahead.
How?
So what you're gonna
You
do
just want
is
to roll a d20 and add 5 to it. It'll be your attack.
correct. So just do that.
Okay, I'll
And
just do that.
then you'll just have to manually roll your damage is all.
That's great.
Provided you hit.
Totally cool. Did that
Jump-
work?
I'm pretty
18,
sure.
yeah.
Let's
That's
see. I'm
five,
pretty sure
yeah.
you're gonna hit this guy. Yeah,
That
you
does
hit this
then.
guy.
We gotta
He's
go.
he's dressed in stained silks and you know he's a pirate. He's more for fashion.
Your damage is 2d6.
This pirate is
plus-
for
Thank
display
you.
only.
D6. I was just looking for D6. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
13 points. Damn.
Nice.
you okay? So how do you kill him?
I'm just gonna bite and like you know how dogs when they find like a thing that they want to they just like shake their head. That.
So you like just reach out, grab him by the throat, and then shake the shit out of him until
Yeah.
his larynx and everything is just pulled out along with
Yeah.
his jugular, causing a spray of blood to go into there. Something. Okay.
And you do have more movement left if you want to get up and challenge those archers and make it so they
Um,
can shoot.
I do, but I don't have an attack, so I'm
But
just
you
gonna.
can make it so they can't shoot anybody anymore.
At
Yeah.
least make it harder for them.
Yes. If you get right
Yeah.
there, they would not be able to.
You're going to scare them.
Well, then at disadvantage at the
It
very
would be
least.
at
Is it-
disadvantage.
Is it
Yeah.
disadvantage then? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. So I guess Sabrina just yelled that at me, like, "Get over there!
There you go.
Go!"
Supreme's the
You were
field general
inspired.
here.
This is the end of the third, correct, Adam?
This is.
Okay. All right.
So I don't get in on the third.
No, you do not.
Ah.
So,
That's what you get for dying, bitch.
Alfred, what's Alfred doing now?
Alfred zooms out and does the same thing, kind of a rinse and repeat.
Okay, so you
guy
to
in
the
the
same
corner.
hobgoblin.
Yep.
That guy right? Okay, cool. All right, Errol, it's your turn, man. The
So
wolf-
Errol's going to turn to this hobgoblin here and be like, oh, it's not. There we go. It'll be like, last chance to surrender. I'd really rather not kill you.
And I forgot the last turn. Hobgoblins have this special ability. Not that they might not get to use it, but I'll read it to you guys just so you know. Once per turn, hobgoblins can deal an extra 2d6 damage to a creature if it hits with a weapon attack, if that creature is within 5 feet of an ally of the hobgoblin.
Sure.
Oh.
And
Which-
they're not.
So if they had hit us.
Oh, no, it's the enemy that has to be within 5 feet. So it's
Yeah.
for flanking. They can
Yeah,
flank the hell out
The
of
flanking guys have it.
Shit.
They both have it on me.
Yes. So these guys here got it. If this guy stays alive.
Right.
I forgot to use it last round. I'm not going to retro back and go, all right, here's some more damage.
So then Errol is like trying to talk to this guy, and Archimedes like hovers up over his shoulder and casts Told the Dead. And
Okay.
instead of Archimedes giving me advantage, I'm giving Archimedes advantage.
Okay, so let's see.
Told the
here.
Dead by unwittingly trying to make peace. I've distracted this poor fellow.
Told the Dead's a wisdom. So
Oh, it's a save. I keep thinking it's attack. So never mind. He'll just do the
But it is wisdom, correct?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Yeah. DC 13.
He rolled a 15.
Okay, then he saves.
That's an all or nothing because it's a
It is, yes, the
okay.
cantrip.
All right, so not a there. All right. Cyprian.
Step over so I can get a good angle and point to this guy here and just tell him to die as well.
Okay, you're gonna toll a dead on his ass too.
No magic missile. So 10 force damage on that
Oh.
guy.
A please would be nice.
Please.
And he saves
then I
Voda
step
from
back
a
to where
shit
I
pot of
was.
possible damage.
And I'm just all the while I'm just like, no. Very
All right.
confused and torn.
It's the bad guy's turn.
Yup.
I've got one hobgoblin left, which will attack at a disadvantage.
Why is he at
And
disadvantage?
He rolled double ones. He is not hitting Voda at all.
Why is he? I'm not complaining, but why is he at disadvantage?
Because the book, the owl came out and flew in his face.
Oh, right.
You can cause him to give disadvantage to opponents as well as advantage to your
Cool.
own attack. Okay, so these two, I'm gonna roll something.
Is it a dice? Are you rolling a dice?
Yes, I am.
You just like got a penny. He's like rolling across the
Okay.
table.
Yeah.
A dreidel.
This one
He made it
starts,
out of clay.
Just ignore this.
both of these guys start running. Okay.
Attack
So-
of opportunity.
There's an attack up opportunity that you're gonna have, Addison, but you have two to choose from. You can only do it on one.
Which one of these
Like-
guys is ask you want to bite?
I'm gonna go for the one more. I can't for some reason like it doesn't let me.
That one?
That
No,
one.
no, the one
Oh.
below it.
That
This
one.
one.
Yes.
Okay, good.
If you have the pointer selected and
Okay.
then like click and hold
That's-
on it, then it'll ping it.
It doesn't. I tried that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm using a different mouse.
Hmm.
Well,
So
just-
I get
Plus
What's
5.
up?
You get plus 5.
Is it like a hamster or a rat? Or I'm sorry.
So just roll a regular D20 and add 5 to it, and that'll be your.
I get advantage though because they're pack tactics.
You don't have anyone next to you. That's
Yeah,
an
you
ally,
have to have-
though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like within a certain amount. Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll do. There's D20.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hit. And then the damage. What did we say? 2d6 or
2d6.
2d4?
Plus 3.
So it's 10.
Ouch.
Something. There's going to be a plus to that damage.
They did the 3.
They added it on.
So okay. So that's the attack you did on that one. This one this guy up here moved back and then stopped. This one keeps running. It's still their attack. You don't get to move yet. This
Oh,
guy,
I see. Right. Yeah.
You just had the attack of opportunity.
Right.
This one, the one that you bit, keeps running.
Okay.
See what I did there, Adam?
Yep.
Okay, so this one backs up and it's going to shoot the wolf with its bow. Does a 20 hit? I'm sure it does.
Probably.
I doubt
Yeah.
it.
7 points of damage as this arrow goes to thump.
Okay.
And that comes from the wolf's hit points.
Yes.
Oh wow, these guys make 2 attacks around.
Mm.
Okay, so here comes the second arrow. You guys got off easy in the first couple
We
rounds. 'cause
did, actually.
I didn't realize. I didn't read.
Yeah, but the wolf
Well, they
got it.
came in pretty cocky. They're like, yeah, we're going to take these guys out.
23 rolled a 23 to hit, and it's going to do 10 points of damage to you.
Okay.
So 17 points of damage altogether. Are you still in wolf form?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's barely bloodied.
Yeah. How much is the hit points on direwolf? It's
I believe it's 37. I'm doing that from memory though.
37. Yeah.
37 if
37,
you,
yeah.
That is awesome.
She's
That
not
is
even
awesome.
halfway down.
Yeah.
Could have been
Now
60.
this scout, it's got 2 choices. So I'm gonna I want Voda and I want Arrow, both of you to roll. Whoever rolls higher doesn't get shot at.
E20 or
Yeah, just a straight 20. Just roll them for me.
I'm gonna roll a 40. All right.
Oh,
so
Arrow got a
three.
3. Hold on.
Voda got a 5.
Voda got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
she's going to shoot, and they can shoot twice. What am I thinking? So there's
But
gonna
they're
be
at
one-
disadvantage because Dire Wolf Addison is standing next to them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's going to be an arrow coming at each of these two guys. Here.
Us pathetic D20 rollers.
And Addison just jump up as if she's playing fetch, like catch it in her mouth.
This is for Voda.
I think you got to give her a D100 for
13,
that, right? Roll 100 and catch the arrow.
Yeah.
Then here's the shot at Arrow. Ooh, a nat 20 and a 6. So
Ooh.
there's
Oh, thank God for disadvantage.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30. And she moves away. Or the sky.
I'm very aware that if that thing hadn't missed me by a mile, it would have killed me.
Yes.
All or nothing.
Okay, so that's all of the bad guys there. And now we're on Voda. Voda, it's your turn, sir.
Yep. But swinging at my friend right here.
All right.
And I will be misting, of course.
that
Ignore
hits.
the second one. It clicked twice for some reason.
Oh, you got a 12 though. That doesn't.
Yeah, I have a 12.
Yeah, you missed.
But I think no, I will yell, try to run him down, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Ned goes, ha ha! And he comes jumping out. Because
Thanks,
Ned's a
Ned.
badass. And Ned's going to attack the Hobgoblin. He gets him with an 18. Hobgoblin needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That we can see, yeah. For some reason, we can see
Yeah.
him.
You can see
Yeah.
that.
I guess because
See
he's...
him
Because
because he's an ally.
Because he's not a monster, I guess.
Yeah, because he's an ally.
Okay, and he makes it though. He makes the
He still took
concept.
some damage.
yeah. So let's see. Oh wow, this is
We need to kill Ned and take that dagger because that's
Right?
pretty cool.
Ned's about worthless, but
I figured
like
that Jairus would appreciate that.
I don't
So
know
thank
what
you,
you're
Jairus.
talking about. So he's going to do.
Do love killing NPCs for their shit.
Okay, so here we go. We've got. This is going to be +3 to the damage. Okay, so we did 6, and then this is going to be halved. Ooh. So he just did. So Ned just jumped out and stabbed that guy and killed him.
all right, I killed 2 of them just by trying to control the beast within me.
I didn't realize you were in a pissing match with Ned.
Yeah, I
You're
don't like
intimidated
Yeah.
by the fact that he's a drow, right?
I don't like Ned. I think Ned is a poser and a loser. And
Ned is getting shit done. You can't argue with his results.
Okay, Addison, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go for the one closest to me. Fight.
Okay, go ahead.
And there you go. No, that didn't work. That keeps happening. Stop. Stop. There you go. Nah.
But that's +5.
Yeah.
Still a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So you come up and you go, ah!
we
and-
could guess on the math, but it's
Right?
It's not good.
Okay. Hey.
Finally,
Yeah, man.
yeah. So, this poor pirate just sees me just walking down the stairs.
Yeah. She comes barreling through the fireplace and sees you and like skids to a stop. And she begins to pull an arrow.
Yeah, as soon as she does that, I just take a couple steps, do like a jumping sidekick, and that's normal. Oh, and I miss.
Yeah.
But
terrible.
then that's just to distract her. And then as she moves out of the way, I just take the short sword out and go for a swipe.
That's just a distractor.
You got 2 attacks?
Yeah,
If he's a
I
monkey,
did my
yes.
bonus action first. Because
Oh.
just for flavor.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Hold on a second. I think it does, but hold on. Let me just double check. Oh, yeah, it does. Not a problem.
So 5 points of damage.
Oh, she's looking pretty bad.
So then I'm going to spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Yeah, because it's second round.
Yeah, and I'm going to do, what do I get?
She's dead. She's dead.
Two on
No,
her.
hold on. You got to hit first. Go ahead.
Yeah. I got 2 of them.
Yeah. I
We've
figured.
already used one.
Yeah, the flare blows gives you an extra attack.
It gives me 2
It
unarmed
replaces your
strikes.
bonus action attack, which you've already used.
Yes.
So you stack 1 on top. Like if you 2-weapon fight, instead of getting 2 attacks, you get 3 attacks with a flurry of blows.
Okay. Well, another 5.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right, so then I do another jumping sidekick because nobody saw the first one miss.
Nobody saw you kill her. You
Yeah.
could have net 20'd her and just totally took her out in one swipe. And
Yeah, nobody knows.
No one knows. Yeah.
And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15. I'm going to just stand in here
Okay.
and survey the situation.
It is surveyed. All right.
And for those of you watching at home, this is what my dude looks like. He's got not really carrying much. Has a little pack, 1 sword that now he's holding, like loose, light, red clothing, shirt and pants, and that's it.
Also, hair and a face.
Short, dark
Yes.
hair. Yeah.
Alfred.
I'm double checking how it works with familiars. I want to send him out and deliver a touch spell, which he can do.
Now, which one? I always get confused on this. Which one is it to where doesn't it take your round to command your familiar normally?
Yeah.
Which
I was double checking here.
I know. I think
In combat, it rolls its own initiative, acts on its own turn. A familiar
Excellent.
can
That's
attack,
what
but it takes other actions as normal. Blah, blah, blah. As an action, you can dismiss it. Finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast a spell. Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you, and it must use its reaction to deliver
I
the
know what
spell when you cast it.
I know what I'm thinking of attacking.
If the spell
That's what I'm
requires an attack roll, you use your attack modifier for the roll. So yeah, I'm going to send him on his way to do a flyby on her and time it just so when he gets there that I'll be sending a spell.
Okay. So he's going to fly out and go after the last one.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
he's heading that way.
Oh, that's
And
right.
when
there's
it's
2.
my turn, then
Okay.
I'll zop
Yeah,
around the corner and
Yeah. No, I keep getting mixed up with Warlock. Warlock, you can actually have your familiars attack if you do it the right way. You other familiars can't attack, but they can aid.
Right.
So that's what I'm getting confused.
they can deliver spells.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So Arrow, there's 2 of these people still in the room. And some crazy red dressed dude just came walking through the fireplace.
Yeah, just very nonchalantly too. Like he doesn't even look. He doesn't even look
disturbed.
disturbed.
He heard Voda yell to run him down, and he's like, heat of battle, and he's all hopped up.
Roll,
And, he
roll
goes-
perception. And then Dire Wolf, roll a perception too. You got a very easy.
17.
You
Oh.
see the guy in red.
Okay, so I'm just like hyper focused, like everything is moving
Everything's
in
in slow motion now. Yeah.
right? And I run and I hurdle the bed, and I'm just making a break for this guy, and I
You
run.
step right on Chance's dead body.
No, I jumped over it like a gentleman.
Blood and ichor comes squirting out.
And I'm running for this guy as hard as I can. And right as I realize, like, what am I going to do when I get to him? Archimedes is over my back shoulder, and boom, out comes a guiding bolt.
Nice.
So the wolf just rolled a 21
Yeah,
with
she
the
knows.
perception.
Oh,
Yeah.
not good.
But it's okay because he's like technically, mechanically, I'm casting it and he's aiding me. And so I have advantage.
I don't do that, man. With you can have advantage on different things, but you're not going to get advantage on spell casting. The
It's
spell,
attack. Like it's attacks.
Oh, this is an attack
It's
roll.
an attack
Yeah.
roll, yeah.
Okay, never
Like
mind.
it's a
never
spell
mind.
that you cast, but you roll an attack for the
Never
spell.
mind. The not to mention it wouldn't make any difference anyway, because then they're going to be rolling a saving throw. So yeah,
Right.
let me put your man.
I understand because I've twice mistaken Toll the Dead for an attack spell and think I could get advantage on it.
Okay, so that hits, and that's a crit. So this here is going to double the dice.
Yeah, so that's a lot. I don't know why I didn't roll it, but it's
If you press the little guiding
You
bolt.
click on guiding bolt, it should roll it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She explodes.
Wow.
Literally. It's like it gets detonated.
like Errol kind of looks at the book like, Jesus, man, what the?
That's twice
much.
The last episode too. You fried all those rock grubs with one guy too. Okay, so Cyprian.
So I
Go ahead
step
and
her
do
out
your
around the
spell.
corner and deliver the and owl gets there and delivers the shocking grasp, I hope. So an 18 for 1 whole point of damage.
Woohoo!
And then it turns and flies back and lands on my shoulder.
That
That'll-
hit.
That'll learn him.
Okay. All right. There's a good thing there's a wolf in her face, because otherwise she'd be like, I'm gonna shoot that damn bird, but it's a huge ass wolf the size of a fucking pony. Well, knowing, regardless of being a disadvantage, she's just gonna shoot and hope that she hits the wolf. So here's the first shot. Rolls a 9, which is gonna not hit, and second shot is a 5. So there's 2 misses. Unable to get a draw and hit on the wolf. Seeing that, she drops her bow and is my mistake. I'm surrendering. I don't want to attack. I was forced to do all this. So Voda. It's your turn.
5, 10, 15. I'll get up to her, and having heard that, I will attempt to grapple her, and I should have advantage because I'm raging.
You're going to have complete advantage because she's not going to fight you at all on this.
Okay.
So I'm going to
All
say
right. So,
you got her.
all right. I'll grapple, and
She's
they'd be like,
completely
"All right, we should try to
And-
figure out what's going on before we kill her."
And Voda, there's a dude in red standing right there.
Yeah. Hello. Right. Oh, yeah. So, anyone got any rope or anything?
Errol is going to race back over to the door here and
Wait,
close
it's Ned's
the
turn.
door again.
Ned's going to come up. He's got his dagger. He's like, hey, there's another one. He's all dressed in red and fancy. Hey, Wolf, why don't you get him?
Is that my turn or is that still Ned?
It is your turn because that's what Ned did because he's not really wanting to get into combat with him. So he's
Cool.
encouraging you to do so and pointing at this guy in red.
Cool. I'm gonna have Addison roll perception to see if he's dangerous. I'm gonna have Wolf Addison sniff him out.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll an insight onto
Cool.
this guy. But here's the thing.
Which is
Now, here's the thing. He's done nothing. He's said nothing. And all he's done is walk into the room and stand there. So you're going to be at disadvantage on this because you've got absolutely nothing to go off of except what he's wearing. And you're pretty sure
Which is a pretty good indicator, I feel like.
his cocky ass look would probably be the same kind of look a bad guy would probably give you.
I probably, yeah.
Yeah. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and click on Insight. It'll be on your character sheet.
well, I'm still a dire wolf.
Yo,
So it's just a straight
your
D20 roll.
wisdom,
You don't
your
have to-
intelligence,
Yeah,
So-
with your
wisdom.
original character.
yeah, the
You
only
don't
thing
have
that
to use
changes.
Oh, yeah.
direwolf
Wait, really?
wisdom.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only thing that
your-
changes are your
The only thing that
physical
changes
aspect.
is your dexterity, strength, your
Basically, your physical stats change. Your mental ones
Right,
stay the same.
mental ones all stay
your
the same.
mental
Yeah,
stats
yeah.
don't change.
Yeah.
You're still yourself.
Oh, look at
Wow.
that. 19 with disadvantage.
You know how like sometimes dogs just know when somebody's not a threat?
That's right.
You know that this guy's not a threat. You want to go snuggle up to him. So yeah,
Okay.
you could say,
So she'll walk up to him and kind of like go up and sniff him and then sit and wag her tail.
All right. Unless anybody wants to kill anything, I will say that you did get the bar into place. So you want to put the bar back in. So we'll say that's there. I'm going to go ahead and take us out of the combat order for now. And what we're going to do next, before you guys get to question this poor innocent pirate girl about how she was, what do they call that when they press gang you into the to the Navy?
Conscripted.
She was Shanghai.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're Shanghai.
And you guys are going to obviously talk to her about being Shanghai.
What's the difference between Shanghai and Sheranged? That's the thing, right? Sheranged? Did I make that up?
One of them sounds sillier.
I think.
I can imagine ordering a sherang on a beach in Jamaica and
That's a sarong.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but what we're going to do now, for all those who are just tuning in, or if you've been sitting around and watching, we're going to take a little bit of a break. So if you need to go and get here comes Adam, your snackages and your beverages on, and go to.
I would start with beverages because people expect beverages, and then the snackages rhymes with the beverages.
Beverages.
So if you're gonna I'm just a little constructive criticism.
Critiquing when it's Okay.
We just want to make what you do better.
You do realize I'm not going to remember that, right?
I know.
So, okay, cool. So basically from this, we'll be back momentarily in just a little bit, and we'll find out what they're going to do and say to this poor woman that they've captured.
Is he still talking?
Back.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm going to break.
All right.
I need your help to get the powers back together to stop these new supervillains.
Would you stop your guns if I had you on my side? Come and seal your fate till the end of my decide.
No! Please don't hurt me!
We face a grave threat. With these so-called supers free to run rampant in our streets, every day Americans are being put in harm's way. They're a danger, and they need to be stopped.
I don't know who you think I am.
You're Thomas O'Brien, otherwise known as the superhero The Atomic Man, former member of the Powers and partner to Power Woman. You were forced to retire due to the Super Act of 2003.
And who are you, the biographer?
My name is Nightwolf.
You're the United States' secret weapon against terrorism. You should be proud of that. I sold out my friends.
But I have an opportunity now to change that, to redeem myself, to be a hero
You
again.
can't change the past, man.
No. But I can change the future. We don't need Power Woman to stop them.
I don't want to get arrested. I have a life now.
Come on, Donna. We used to be superheroes. We fought the bad guys, and we won a lot more often than we lost.
You want me to join you against the new supers?
We need your help, yeah. Just like the old days.
Supers are outlawed. You know this.
You know what the problem is with men like you? You think you're irresistible, that women just can't get enough of you. Well, let me tell you something, Romeo. You're not big, you're not strong, and you mess with the wrong girl.
What do you want from me, Tom? Those days are over.
I want you to be the hero that you used to be.
Undertaker will take over the world.
Don't even think about it.
And we're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second part of Wicked Studios' Greyhawk Adventures presents The Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Although there has been nary a ghost to be seen.
You know,
we
more of
almost
you
had a
should
ghost.
die. Then we could try and get more ghosts. Because we tried with Chance, and it did, you know.
Well, in that vein, I would like to retcon something.
Okay.
Because I realized during the break that this door was open, and if the door was shut, then Errol would have just barred it. But it being open, he is way too curious of nature to not poke his head inside.
Well, allow me to, when we get back into all this, I will, because nothing came out, but there's definitely something that maybe, well, you'll see. So, okay. So, hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back. We're going to jump right back into everything. The enemies have been defeated. We have a prisoner. And so what we got here is when you went over before the questioning begins, I guess, and the shake thing, when you go back over to that door, it's completely black on the other side.
All right, so I'm going to cast light on a copper and toss it inside and kind of peek my head in.
Okay. Now, how does that work? There's nothing special about this darkness. So it's magical darkness. So which one wins over in that? Is it just a flat, or is it
magical? This is just normal light. So if it were magical darkness, the coin wouldn't show up at all.
Then that's what happens. It is magical darkness on the other side of that door. So the room you're in is lit. So I don't know if that would keep you from throwing the coin in there even. And you can definitely tell because it's like just a wall of black. None of that light goes in. It just like stops right at the door.
Even if I noticed that, I'd still toss the coin just to just to confirm, because it doesn't cost me anything other than a penny, essentially.
Okay. So you throw that coin in there and then just give me a perception roll.
$13.
You hear some faint, like clacking noise, just for the briefest of seconds, and then it goes quiet.
It's probably just like crabs moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Although that was that was enough. Where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shut the door now and bar it, and maybe we'll come back to that.
I mean, somebody did write danger on it for a reason.
I mean, that's the interesting part. If it didn't say danger, I probably wouldn't be so intrigued.
There you go.
It could just be like his graffiti tag.
Danger
was here.
What up? High voltage.
So the piratess goes, oh, thank God you all have saved me from having to work with those terrible people. I'm so glad. Oh gosh, yes, that's great. Will you take me back to Saltmarsh with you? I hope so. That would be wonderful.
16 for insight.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
So people, when they lie, exhibit a number of tells. She is avoiding eye contact, or her darting her eyes around. Her voice is shaky. I suspect that she's not telling the truth. And this is from the door. He's just like yelling it over to you.
The reason I'm shaky and perspiring is because there's this green water guy holding me.
Well, I'm not entirely green. I do have some blue, but fine. Listen,
that's racist.
As this is happening, I just pet Addison's head and then go sit on one of the dick chairs.
Right. Yeah, I've got a couple
and put my feet up on the table. And my sword is sheathed.
Those penis chairs, they just make me smile.
Yeah. So we'll deal with you in a second there, pirate lass. Mr. Redman, who are you now, hey?
He looks
like a pirate. Speak.
Yeah. I'm looking at each one of you pretty intently.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that's the guy we were supposed to give the weapons to. I don't know who he is in particular, but
You have something to say? I would suggest you speak now. As you can see by looking about this room, we are not a group to be trifled with.
No, it seems like a lot has happened here. Do me a favor,
like-
please. What color hair does Errol have, out of curiosity?
Brown.
Okay. He just looks at Cyprian and Voda. Would you mind if I just take a quick peek at your left forearm?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
My left forearm.
Why?
If you wouldn't mind.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Offer me money.
Right. Well, I'm a bit busy holding this pirate captive. Yeah.
Is your forearm at all visible?
Oh, I just remembered.
Yeah. Look.
Did you guys all give yourselves the?
Yeah. See. Hey. I'll.
The what?
Everybody got inspiration last game.
Yeah.
What's that?
Inspiration.
Everybody
last
got
game.
inspiration last game.
Yeah.
Because of the bid.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it.
I'm assuming we would have, once I grabbed someone, we would have. Well, there hasn't been enough time to really securely tie her. It's trying to hold on to her.
Yeah, she's not resisting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's actually kind of snuggling in a little.
She's kind of like this. Yeah.
Right. So
I just turn once I see that your arm is fine. I'll just turn to Cyprian. You were the one looking for the library, yes?
Yes, I am a librarian, so I'm looking for a library. That is accurate.
May I see?
By the way, he rolls his R's.
That's how I could tell. Again, if you would be so kind and show me your left forearm.
Why would I do such a thing?
I'm not going to push it at this point.
Show me your left forearm.
Sure.
Fair enough.
I do show him my left forearm, and there is a mark on it. It's a
dark mark.
A brand.
That is quite the decoration that you have there. What does it signify?
I'm going to do an insight check to see if he really doesn't know.
While you're doing that insight check, Addison is going to nudge your shoulder or your elbow and put her left paw on your lap.
Yeah, I'll just scratch behind your ear as I'm doing the
So
insight
so
check.
she's showing you her forearm.
Oh, yeah,
but
no,
it's-
you're fine. Yeah.
I don't think you realize her.
I don't
sitting
even know that
down-
you're not a real direwolf. So I
The
just...
direwolf sitting
I
down
know.
next to you is taller than you are sitting down. Just so
Right.
you know.
Yeah. I've got.
I rolled
lot
a
of
20
questions
insight.
right here.
Okay, I'm pretty clueless about the world in general outside
Yeah,
of
you
my
would. There's no
library.
way you would know what this is. So I nod my head, and say, my name is Shay.
Shay.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
well.
So that's one question. A couple others are: how did this little girl turn into a big wolf? That's another question I have. Right.
On that note, she's going to wolf off.
And that freaks me out a little bit, but I don't show it.
Well, hold on. Is your left hand still on his lap?
No.
Yeah, because that would freak me out even more.
Right? I was like, whoa, wait a minute now.
Yeah.
This
Ed
House
is-
of Horrors has turned into something else entirely.
And
It's-
also, she'll show you her forearm. It's bare.
How did you do that? Did you ever do that before?
Addison's going to just...
Oh yeah, just right. Yeah, I just turned into a wolf. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. All right, sure.
Right.
Oh, are all human children like this? Oh.
No.
Addison's going to be like, I'm not a child.
Oh, yeah. You tell him, girl.
Fine. Okay, great. So we got Man in Red, we got Wolf Girl, and now we got Pirate. Pirate person.
Yeah, what is going on here?
We
What are
don't
you-
know.
We don't know.
By the way, there was one in the other room that I dispatched of.
Cool.
Oh, she seems a
so
little
let-
perplexed about that.
so pirate person I got hold on here. Who do you work for?
Well, Spandau, but he's kind of gone now.
Yeah, he's dead. I killed him.
I-
So, I guess you're freelancing now. That's nice. What were you doing with him?
Well, I was like I say,
Yeah, you were pressed into. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. I was
Right.
pressed into working for them to help guard their smugglers. They're smugglers.
Right.
bringing
Do you
in-
know who Vanderbilt, whatever? Do you know who he was working for?
Spandau?
Yeah, that guy.
No,
I think it's
don't.
Span Ballet, wasn't it?
Well, I just shortened it. I made it just Spandau.
Right. You don't know anything. You know
Well,
nothing.
he was working with somebody in the town. That's who he was organizing with the weapons coming in.
Did Cyprian or Arrow show all of us the documents, or are they the only ones who know who signed it?
No, I would have showed them to everyone.
Okay, right. So you
All the
know
spread knowledge.
anyone with a name that's also a P, like Peter or Paul?
Well, I was only in Saltmarsh once, and that was a while ago. Since I've come here, after I was pressed into
against your will.
We haven't gone there.
Yeah.
Do they have your soul in a jar?
Yes,
I've heard about this.
It was this close.
Check out Return to the Bandit Kingdoms past episodes on YouTube/MrAtomPL.
There you go.
So Errol's been like keeping one ear on all of this and listening, but he comes down to the other end of the room and checks the doorway that they came through and tries to poke down and see where it leads.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what that's all about.
So what is your purpose here, Shay?
And I'm sorry.
My name
your
is
names
Cyprian,
are-
and this is Alfred.
That's very clever.
Father sent him.
I get the pun.
Right, yeah. Oh, I'm Voda. Nice to meet you. I guess for now. Yeah.
What's under the sheet?
When you're wearing red, are you wearing like entirely red or mostly?
Oh yeah, red shirt, like loose, like light red pants. Even my shoes.
Right.
Under the sheet is a member of our party who
He's dead.
Did not make it.
Yeah. Jim. He was not much older than this young lass here.
The pirates killed him.
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
Arrows, to be precise.
Well,
And yet one lives.
For questioning.
For now, at least, until we figure out what's going on. Oh wait, Arrow, where you going, man? Mate, where you going?
He pokes his head back out. He's like, I'm just peeking my head around. I won't go too far. There's stairs leading down or up, down from where these guys came in. It goes down even farther.
Now, how may I ask? Did
It's okay. I'm not going too far.
you all get together? There's
I met a few of these chaps here on a boat, and I hired, or rather, I
intended to hire but never quite got around to it.
Library to locate a library, but
how do you know
we
about the
thought that
library?
there might have been some information of it here, but so far it's proven to be rather a dead end.
When did you hear and where did you hear about this library?
In my researches as a librarian at the House of Woe, my family's mansion. You would have not have heard of it.
No, I have not.
I would be surprised if you had. But now you have, so you can surprise others with this information.
Well,
Well, all right. That's good.
And the rest of
By
you,
the
are
way,
you?
Addison has popped the rest of her berries. Just saying.
Racing? All right, cool.
Dude,
You have
tripping
consumed-
balls right now.
So,
They heal you, but they're mild hallucinogenic.
Hell yeah. You need to take some more of those.
have you met anybody that has heard about this library you seek?
Unfortunately, no. But you seem to have a sincere interest. What do you know of it?
From what I hear, this library did exist, and there are people looking for it who cannot find it. If they do, well, it would cause me a certain level of discomfort.
If it was found?
If it was found by the people who seek it. Which is why I asked about your forearm.
Very well, I will show you my forearm. And of course, it's
A little
scaled.
scaly, but otherwise cool.
You
Little
send
moisturizer,
Artemis
clear that right
flying
up.
around, check that stuff out down there.
Yep. Yeah, so he just goes around the corner, but then he sends the book and he tosses a copper piece down if it's dark.
So what are you doing in this house with these pirates?
Yeah, it's a bit of a thing here, right? So we pulled in this port on shore leave, look for some stuff to do, and then we hear a couple things like, "Oh, it's a haunted house. That sounds kind of fun, right?" So,
not one of my employees to tag
we go up and check out this haunted house, but I almost got killed by this weird leggy things, and but try again. So we come back again with a couple more people. We find some stuff and some laughing rocks and some pirates, and here we are.
Addison's gonna explore while this is happening.
As she's coming down, Errol's coming up, and he's like, "Well, hold on. There's like a whole tunnel system and caverns down there. It's a whole thing. Maybe we want to go down together. I'm curious too, but it seems a little bit on the dangerous side, maybe.
So let's bring her. She can lead us.
Yeah,
So,
I was thinking.
So Ned comes over to. It's on the dangerous side. Yeah.
Why is this man?
I'm a child of the night.
Why is this man in drow cosplay?
It's best
because he's an idiot.
No, he's a pretty good guy. Look, Ned, he's been great at pinch here. He's been good.
Handy in a fight.
I wouldn't
have you
trust
know
him
that
any
I'm-
further than I could throw him.
I'm an eighth. I'm an eighth drow. I really got
Right.
to.
That's
On your mother's side, that's very common.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't have to.
Drow are known for intermingling. They love other races.
I was thinking maybe we could take this little pirate person here and put into the room that Arrow was looking at with the danger door.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Right,
I
yeah,
don't want to
what's-
go in there.
What's in there? What's in there?
That would be an excellent place to secure you.
No.
Then what is in there?
Well, we don't really know, but One-Eyed Pete went in there once, and well, he died. We heard his screams, and
We'll tie a rope around your waist. You go in, figure it out, and we'll pull you out.
No, and she looks up at Voda. Well, she looks straight across at Voda with big old doughy eyes, and please, Mr. Green Man, don't let him put me in the dark room.
Well, couple things.
Addison's gonna be like, "That's racist."
My name's Foda.
Well, he's green.
That's nice. It's
Racist.
fine. But
Mr. Black Man to a black dude.
That would be a racist thing to say.
I kind of I don't know if there's really unspeakable auras in there. I don't really want to go in there. I'll be honest with you.
I don't either. I agree with you. We shouldn't go in there. There's a reason that we barred it off and didn't go in there.
Two
So
questions.
it gets worse, guys. There's a magical sort of darkness in there where no light.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even see in there.
Yeah, it's. But I'd be all for maybe we open the door and see if we can lure it out into the light. But I don't want to fight it blind.
Two questions. Why? What is your plan with that body?
Right,
Leaving him
yeah.
here while you continue to explore seems
Well, it's great.
a little disrespectful. And what's the what's the plan?
It's okay, he was a thief.
Why is
He was an employee of the House of Woe and will be shown the proper respect.
Addison, you're talking trash about your boy.
Of the House of Woe.
Addison's gonna be like, "Yeah, the House of Woe. We should bury him."
and why is
Whatever.
why is the pirate still alive?
Well, she could prove
Excellent
these-
question.
I think it's
I was Shanghai.
Surrendered.
I've surrendered.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all nice to go around killing people and cutting them up and stuff in battle, but I mean, afterwards, maybe it's nice to like think a little bit, like say, hey, maybe this person could, help us out if we don't kill them, sort of thing.
I'm gonna walk over to her, and then just say, and my hands are behind my
She's gonna
back.
shrink away from you and kind of like
My hands are behind my back.
back into Voda.
Maybe it is time you give up the charade and tell us what exactly is going on.
I already did.
Your life depends on this.
I've already told them this is the smugglers. They were bringing in smuggling stuff, and
Who's the leader of these smugglers?
Spandau was my leader. He's the guy that was here, but he was coordinating with somebody from the town. That's all I know. Well, and there's a ship that comes and drops off the stuff, and there's a captain on that ship. But besides from that, that's all I know. And the DM would have to look up that guy's name. So if you give him a minute and talk about stuff, he'll be able to give it to you.
Right. It's getting a little meta there, but it's fine. Yeah, all right. So, Errol, buddy, your vote is probably not go in the creepy dark room we can't see in, yeah?
I mean, it seems unwise to go into the room, but I'm not. I am still curious as to the nature of what's in there. I would like to try to lure it out to us.
Right. And you said there's some pirate girl.
I just found it in the book. His name is Sigurd Snake Eyes.
That's bullshit. Killer.
That's not real name.
It's his pirate name. His real name's probably like Timothy
and his first mate, his name's Bloody Bjorn, and that's really
Hold
the
on.
only.
Like Sigurd Snake Eyes and his first name Bloody Bjorn.
Right.
Well, you saw the name of my boss, right?
No.
I mean, I'm just calling him Spandau.
Trying a bit hard. It's fine.
He wasn't wearing a name tag.
How often does this ship arrive here?
Well, generally once a month. Generally with the new moon when the high tide's up.
And what is that?
Let's see.
I'm sure my druid friend here can use druidcraft and figure it out.
9 days.
I mean, I could use druidcraft and figure it out.
It's like 9 days.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think we should prioritize getting poor Chase back to town and dealing with him in the proper way. That should be up on our list.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Right.
You should take me to town.
And why do you want to go to town exactly? You won't be arrested for being a pirate?
Well, you could turn me over to the authorities, and I can tell them what happened to me, and they'll see that I'm innocent and just pressed into this. And
Sure. Right. What kind of person takes a group of ragtag criminals and makes them a force to do something in the world? That sounds a bit far-fetched if you ask me, but whatever.
That's what I thought.
I just look at Voda and I say, "May I?" And I grab the pirate by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, you're gonna kill her.
Drag her over to the dead body.
Okay, she's all.
Are you gonna like make rubber face and shit?
Yeah.
Like a dog? No.
What did you do?
Before you
It's been
do
too long.
anything
He has no
hasty,
idea
bear
what's
in mind that we need somebody to carry this body back to Saltmarsh.
Oh, I'm pretty. See the dog lady bit me, and
if you'd like to stay alive, I would suggest you be more enthusiastic with this chosen task.
I mean, I'd be more than happy to.
She and her people are responsible for this child's death.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
She didn't kill him. She wasn't even here when he died. Honestly.
Yeah. I wasn't. We were in the catacombs.
And there's something beyond this door, and I point at the danger door, that you're interested in finding out what it is.
And Ned waves at you.
Not in particular, no. I do not believe that there's a library back there. So.
Tell me more about these catacombs. What's down there?
Well, just stuff that hadn't gotten shipped out yet, and then we got a boat that we take out to the ship when it comes to get the goods that are being smuggled in, and that's basically it. I mean,
Addison's gonna start creeping over to it.
To the
Ned's right there. He whispers to you, "Yeah, I think we should go down in there and take a look."
I know Addison's like, all right, let's go. That's cool.
I have an idea about what to do with your pirate friend. There is a suit of armor on top of a dead body in the other room.
Okay.
Oh,
that suit of armor is worth
not the bugs. No,
a good sum of money.
No, there's all kinds of bugs in that stuff.
Well, that's why you'll have to be careful when you take it off of the body and bring it to us. If you do this, we'll bring you back to the town. If you don't, you go into the danger room and hope everything works out in your favor.
Will someone at least give me like a torch or something so I can burn them? I mean
Yeah, sure. Hey, I'll give her a torch. Why not?
I'll give you good wishes.
Aw.
I'll pull a torch out from my pack and give her one.
Okay.
And I'll make sure she goes into the room and then stand over by the stairs on top of the stairs so she can't get out.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we'll come back to that. You guys forcing someone to die. But first, let's take a look at what's going on down here. So Addison, you're in. You're going about doing your stuff there. We've got good old Errol comes in. He's pretty much
he notices
a little
the
bit behind you,
going off into the dangerous, cave alone. So maybe.
So let's see. Here we go. This roughly circular, naturally formed cavern is about 20 feet in diameter. That's it. It's empty.
Okay.
And when you came down over here, and the cave's lit.
Oh, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
It's with what?
Now with torches, but the light, like you could tell that the path was like up here, like over here, this part, and where you came down over here, those are pretty much just empty and not really lit. Okay, but there's enough light coming down through the hall that you're able to see down into here that there's not really anything in there. And as you guys are over looking at this, you hear Ned call back, "Hey, there's some stuff over here."
Errol kind of like, yeah, okay. Addison, is there anything down here?
Oh, no, there's nothing.
Now over here is this cavern, like the passage leading to it, is well lit by torches held in simple iron brackets. Around the walls, you see 5 small bolts of cloth stacked against the wall to your left, and to your right are 8 small casks in a neat row. They look like they're wine. And that is definitely it.
All right, Errol is going to go look to the castle wine, see if he can find any glasses or mugs.
Nope. And it doesn't look like anybody really spends time down in here. It just looks like just overflow of goods of some sort.
All right. Well, he's going to rifle through his pack then. And are they like tapped, or is it like a process to get into them? He just wants to see what
they are sealed. So they're like they're clay casks.
Okay.
They have like some sort of stopper of some sort in the top, and they're waxed over.
Okay.
So you would have to, definitely open them up.
What are these things on the northern side?
I'm sorry, what? Those are bolts of cloth. They look like pretty decent cloth too. Not any kind of well, I shouldn't say decent. They look like expensive cloth. Think that people would make nice clothing out of. But they are kind of like haphazardly just laying there on the sandy floor. I mean, they're not ruined by any sense, but they don't look like they really nobody was really taking their time to make sure that, for one, they're not laying on the sandy floor. You know what I mean? So,
right.
The kind of thing that Mummy and Daddy's tailor and seamstress would have made our clothing out of.
Yeah. And then if you guys come down here, which Ned will lead you guys down that way, there are more bolts of cloth and casks. And then when you come over to here, this is, you can tell that there's a high water mark up here towards the top of the cave. Right now it's, down because obviously as the days get closer to the high tide and what have you, it's going to probably fill this part over here with water. And then there's this boat, which is essentially, it's a 6-man like dinghy. It's got 4 oars and what have you, but it's pulled up onto the shore right now. So, and that's essentially what you guys find in the caverns. There's nothing there. Obviously, those other guys were in here when you guys doing something. Who knows what they were doing when you guys originally came in. So you kind of like there was Spando and the other guys that you first fought, and then those other cats came out later because they were in here. All right, let's go back up to the top here. Okay, so what's going on with this? You're forcing her to kill herself by rat grub. How's this going again?
Well, if she's like, he leads her over there or whatever and heads up to the top of the stairs, and I'm actually going to stand there and say she needs to see the proper authorities. So barbarians we are not. Defending ourselves is one thing. However, this goes beyond what a proper
Yeah.
what is considered proper.
Cyprian there as well. I mean, I don't want to get anyone eaten by bugs.
Well, this is her people killed your friend. If you want to let her live with
I'm
that,
the only
that's
one who
up to
cared
you.
about Chance Lucas.
No, I like Chance.
She should face the proper authorities and be charged with the correct crimes.
That's fair.
Now, if you are saying that the authorities are corrupt, then we should find authorities who are uncorrupt.
No. In my experience, the authorities are always corrupt. That being said, I am not from here.
Nor I.
Right, yeah. Alright, looks like you get to live another bug-free day there, princess.
But I will say, if those of you who are looking for money, this is a nice suit of armor that could fetch you quite a price.
It is kind of really beat up.
Mommy and Daddy has
But
all
it's
the
still
money
worth
that
something.
I should possibly ever need.
There was a shield, though, that looked pretty cool.
There's a shield there that also looks pretty cool.
Yes. No.
Why don't
Go
we
ahead and have it.
find our
I don't need it.
missing friends here? Oi, young people.
So Errol's coming up the stairs, and he's just really disappointed. Like there was promised ghosts and something interesting and supernatural, and all he found was a smuggler's hideout.
Where did all the children go?
And that's what he would relay is in the coast, just like she said. There's a small boat, several bolts of fabric, casks of wine. I'm sure they're worth a penny, but it's nothing interesting, nothing remarkable about this place whatsoever.
Why don't we we could come back for that stuff later and see, if we can maybe.
Oh, I just wrote that test to you.
That's all right.
We can.
Totally cryptic. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good.
I'd say we grab poor Chance there, bring him back, and then do proper burial or whatever he wanted.
Did you say there was a boat downstairs? We could use that to sail back with.
It's
Just so happens I'm rather talented on the water.
it's not huge. It'll be probably a little cramped with all of us, but I think we can make it work.
Well,
I can swim alongside. I haven't had a nice swim for a while.
do we know? Does the water from here lead directly back to Saltmarsh?
Yeah, this leads out onto the coast.
All right,
So
cool.
You're just assuming you would just go out and then.
And we have a book on the coastline now.
Yeah, and just head west. It'll take you straight to Saltmarsh.
I mean, I guess we could do that. All right, then, sure.
I must say that there's one last chance for something possibly interesting in here, and I need to know.
Well, we could come back and discover that.
We
I
won't.
have a feeling we're not done with this place.
I mean, it feels like we're. Oh, there was a trap door. I want so terribly for there to be something remarkable here.
I want to open a door and have something be behind it.
Yeah, you go up and you open that trap door.
Leads to like the first floor, right?
All the
leads to the
ghosts.
first floor.
Yeah.
76 ghosts in one room.
You know when you guys came in off the patio in that back door, there was actually you guys all walked over this trap door. It was a secret door.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, here, I'll pick the lad up. Let's go.
The pirate is supposed to be carrying the.
I don't know if I really want to carrying him.
Very
honest.
well, if you choose to.
As long as we have her secure, we need to bring her with us.
So it appears that they've left her with you, Shay. She looks at you and goes, "I can get you a lot of gold if you let me go right now. I can get you a lot of gold."
Oh, that's a bad idea, lady.
You know, so just you can let me go, and I'll make sure you can. I mean, if it's not gold, I mean,
So, well, maybe we can shake
take
on
care.
it. And I hold out my hand.
Oh, well, how much do you need?
I just hold out my hand to her.
You're real creepy. She backs away a little bit. I mean, if you don't want the money, I mean, I could probably get you something else. I mean, what are you into? I mean, I know people,
I take a step forward and I say, the only reason you are not dead is because these people chose not to kill you.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, groovy. She goes running back into the other room. She comes over to Voda. You sure you don't need help carrying your friend?
Groovy.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, all right.
I'll pick up Chance and say, all right, it looks like we've got a bit of a water excursion. How do you feel about that, Red Man?
What is your plan exactly?
Yeah, well, we're going to take a boat, right? We're going to go down the water with it. We're going to go back to town. Addison, where are you?
She's down. She's still exploring.
She's down here with Ned, and Ned's all like, this. What do you think about this one here?
She's not listening to Ned.
Have you ever listened to Morrissey? Because I really think I feel like he's speaking to me.
You two should be hitting it off like great. He's all like, yeah, it's like, I mean, you don't think it's too light of a color for me? I mean,
I'll say we're gonna figure out how Chance would have liked to have been buried or whatever, and then after that, we're gonna try to find the authorities and have them deal with this miss right here, and then I don't know after that.
So,
Probably a water burial, I would suspect, as a pirate.
And he's taken one of the bolts of fabric and he's unrolled it and just like fluffed it up and made this nice bed within the boat. I know he's waiting for you guys.
I'll actually put my gear into the boat, and I'm actually going to swim alongside it.
So as you guys come down, Errol says, I got to thinking I met Chance on a ship. He believed himself a sailor. I feel like what better way could we serve him than to bury him at sea?
Exactly.
Well, to tell you the truth, I mean, Addison, weren't you like best Goombas with him? I mean,
Shut up, Ned. No one asked you.
It's a drow word.
That's drow for friend.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think Chance would want? I mean,
I think Addison would know Chance, but Adam, what would Chance have wanted? Because Addison would know this.
I mean, I'm sure there's like some sort of like
pirate burial service.
Like probably there's some sort of cemetery like with the rest of the families in their little hometown, but he would probably want to be buried at sea. He always liked the sea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. She's gonna say that.
Then I have prepared a a pyre, if you will. Here, send him out.
Pyre on the boat?
Yeah. And you light the boat on fire, send him out Viking style.
Well, they were going to take the boat home.
Are we gonna take the boat?
No, we can. It's a 3-mile walk.
We may.
We thought we were swimming home. Swimming home.
Then Chance is done. We don't have to deal with it anymore. He gets a nice burial at sea. Yeah, I mean that's what I say. That's not what Errol would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So you want to just roll the boat out of a ways and dump him off? Is that what you're saying?
We light the boat on fire and we send him out, and it's what he would have wanted. It's appropriate end for a fine young man.
What if we all take the boat back and then do that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's do that.
A boat is a valuable commodity for one such as you. I mean, I can't imagine you want to just dispose of it.
It's a rowboat. All right, check it. This is a young man's life. He should float out to sea in a blaze of glory. It's what he deserved.
Right. Yeah. I think Addison had a good idea. We go home with the boat, and then if we want to do the whole fireboat thing, that's cool. You know, I'm on board. Although not literally, because that would be painful. But
I mean, it seems a bit morbid
That's a good one.
to ride in a man's funeral pyre, but if it's what, sure.
If it
It's
is
his
what
last
his best
adventure.
friend wanted, then that is what we shall do. But that is our only way to honor the dead.
Oi, do we think that grim guy dressed in red is going to come with us, or?
I'm standing right here.
Oh, sorry. It looked like you're in another area of the map. My apologies.
So now, quick question for Chance in this boat, because it's a 6-man boat, and there's five of us besides him.
It's 6 people. It's normally set up for 6 people, but 6 people with some gear, or 2 people with a lot of gear. So
I'm swimming. So.
Yeah, and
Right.
Cyprian is swimming.
Do we prop him up like Weekend at Bernie's, or is he just like laid out like on top of us?
He would want to be propped up like
cramming
that.
a dead body into a cramped space situation here.
Well, he could be in the where they, because it's made so that you can stack like in the center a ton of like stuff.
Right.
So he could just lay in the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he liked the water. What if we just towed him behind us?
We get a prize.
He's going to act like an anchor in that case. He's not going to float.
Yeah.
You never heard of the dead man's float?
Right. Yeah. Let's just put him in the middle and we crowd around him. I believe our discomfort will be penance for our recklessness.
Well, I wasn't reckless. I don't know. What
Yeah,
you're talking
I know. Just say in general, okay?
about. Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
It's been an intense day. We met. We've seen a girl turn into a wolf.
So there's
I've
still
never seen that. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I've seen people turn into spiders, but
Right, because
I've never seen him change to a wolf.
Addison, I want to ask you: have you done that before, or like, is this a thing you do? Is it?
Are you a werewolf?
She's gonna like kind of stare back at you and just be like,
Right, you don't need. Okay, you don't know if you've done it before. That's my main question. You're like, you do. I imagine if I turned into a wolf, I'd have a bit of a diary entry that, dear diary, look up today, turned into a wolf. Wow. But no, that's fine. All right, yeah. So that's cool.
Voda doesn't have a diary?
Well, he might.
He keeps talking about diaries. I imagine he has one himself.
Ned's got one.
Of
Yeah,
course,
sure he
Ned
does.
has one.
Yeah.
Requisite.
I would love to read that. That's out of character. I just want to read it.
I should start writing Ned's diary.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The goal of the campaign now is
Supplement to the
find
campaign.
his diary.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, spent an hour getting ready.
No, it's
Tired.
not. It's like all real good diaries. It's full of lies to oneself.
Right.
Is Ned a kid, or is he
No.
like a grown ass man who just
Yeah.
cosplays?
He's a grown ass man.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. I
He's
could
got
see it something
fake-
like
He's got fake ears and everything.
I could just imagine him writing something like, "Well, when the sun descended below the horizon, I rose."
Oh yeah. Oh,
Has anybody
100%.
watched? Hold on, never mind. I can't start talking about this unless I get my facts straight. There's a character totally unrelated to anything, really D&D, but there's a character in the show called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K that reminds me so much of Ned. If anybody watches that show.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that show, but I want to watch it. The Disastrous Life of what?
Disastrous Life of Psyche K. It's an anime.
Oh, my son might have. Psyche K. I'll have to check that out.
And I can't remember the name of the character.
Is that
What?
like? Can we find that on the YouTubes or is
You can find that on the Netflix.
on the Netflix? The
Yeah.
Disastrous Life. All right, I'll have to. I'm gonna write that down right now.
All right, so
I need more.
You'll know
Ned-
exactly who I'm talking about too.
Are we all
Excellent.
clambering into the little boat here?
Except for me, I'm swimming alongside and the owl is
course.
flying overhead.
Right.
I'm already in the water, anxious for you guys to get going because I'm anxious for my swim.
Okay. So you guys, let's see, what time is it? Because you guys came up, you left early,
Yeah.
walked up here, have rested at least twice for an hour, right?
Yep. Yep.
There's
yep.
2 hours there. It's probably getting close to, I don't know, 6 o'clock, don't you think?
Oh, that's a
Easy.
quick roll then.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, it's not going to take you guys long to get back. No.
No.
So, but as you guys start, you start rowing the boat and you're going back to town. It's calm weather. There's nothing really dangerous about the row back. And you see that most of the boats, like the harbor itself, is full because all the fishing boats that went out for the day, the fishing fleet, are back into the harbor. And you notice that the yellow mast is not there.
Oh, what? What? He left already? How? What about his sister? Oh, I've got to take care of my sister. What?
Who's he?
Who are you talking about?
Oh,
That was our ship.
The captain. He's supposed to. We're supposed to be here for like at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was his work. It was Voda's work. It was Chance's too, but Chance's, well.
Yeah.
There's an opening.
Right. Oh, great. Fine. Whatever.
Look, we've got our own ship now.
Yeah.
No, we have to set it on fire.
So you guys row in. There's still plenty of people and plenty of stuff going on at the harbor because it's like after the boats come in, there's an awful lot of tear down and upkeep and jazz along these lines. So there's plenty of people watching you because I'm assuming that you don't have Chance just kind of.
No, we have him in
He's
the
kind of
bottom.
wrapped up in. Did you wrap him up in some bedding or
Wrapped
something?
them up in some fine cloth. There seem to be several bolts of fine
That's right.
fabric. So.
There you go. There you go. Okay. So
As they were wrapping them up, I would say, should we remove the weapons and are there personal
already did.
belongings?
Oh wait, you talking about the arrows in his head or his weapon?
No, I didn't even. I just see the aftermath of that, the carnage. No, that's strapped to him.
Yeah, if anyone has any desire for it, I would hate to see it go to waste. Or perhaps
I'll take it.
Yes, you were closest.
Would
to
he
it.
not need it in his upcoming battles in the Blood Wars?
What?
I don't think we know what you're talking about. I know I don't.
May I ask a question? The longsword matches the shield and the armor of the dead knight we saw.
and the shield you guys left.
Yeah, we left. He just left the shield. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had the shield.
No, he had the sword.
Well, it was kind of rough condition, right? Because I remember considering swapping mind. It wasn't great, was it?
The armor was not great. There's nothing wrong with the shield.
Sword and shield were fine.
Was it magical or was it just a regular shield?
Nobody checked it.
Well, that's like I don't know. That was my misunderstanding then. I thought it was all damaged. If it were in good condition, I would have checked it out.
Yeah, nobody checked it, as well as nobody looked through the 20 foot lockers. That we're in.
No.
We're gonna go back.
Yeah,
we're not done. With that yet.
We're not done there.
We got a dark.
But anyway, the am I correct in thinking that this sword was not the boy's to begin with?
That is accurate. I believe he found it in the previous room where you were about to torture this miscreant.
To be fair, it wasn't just torture. I was hoping she would die.
Right.
That's
you're a barrel less.
That said, I am more than happy to help you on your adventures for the time being, and it is possible that when we are done, I might have some work for you. That said, if I may hold on to the longsword.
I'm fine with that. I don't really care, honestly.
Yes. I want nothing off a dead man. That is all yours.
That's gross. And Addison, in his pack, well, it's a burglar's pack, so there's all that stuff. But there's also he's got 5 daggers because he was collecting them at the house. He does have a rapier still, and a short bow. He has 5 copper, 11 silver, 14 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 50 feet of silk rope. And and there's a glass orb that is filled with water in which swims a clockwork goldfish that he had gotten from his grandfather.
A glass orb that.
There's a clockwork goldfish that swims around inside that he got from his grandfather.
And your laughing rock just laughed.
Yeah, I heard it. She's just like, shut up, Brock. Not time, place.
Sense the tone, man.
Have you no sense of decorum, Magical Rock? I think we would have had enough time where I would have gone, so Shay, is it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, where are you from if you're not from around here?
I am from across the Azure Sea.
Oh, right. So, like, anywhere I know?
Probably not.
Right. Right. That's fair.
My only goal.
There's lots of lands that border the Azure Sea, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My only goal is to either find the library in which your aquatic elf friend is looking for, or stop those who seek to find it as well.
Wow, I thought this library thing was just something he was rambling about.
Yeah, me too.
Knowing him, he probably was, but he was actually correct. There was at one point a library here in this town.
Of course there was.
You're in the water.
I was going to say,
I still hear you.
Wait, roll. Are you below or up? Because you you're catching parts of the conversation.
He conveniently caught that part.
Doing the backstroke so my head's out. The side stroke.
I picture him just like swimming like a dolphin, where his like top half is 3 feet out of the water.
Yep. So you guys, you get up to the docks area, and where there's like stairs that come down to the water's edge, where you can pull up the boat. And you guys pulled up and still were talking some, and quite a bit of a crowd is kind of like looking down at you guys by the time you maybe get off.
I'm gonna find like a younger guy. Sorry, Steve. And just give him a silver and tell him to fetch the Undertaker.
Oh, Craig! You mean the guy from the graveyard?
And hurry up!
Well, as someone to wash my
which actually would have been much closer for us to walk to than actually take this boat all the way down to the docks.
Yep.
But it's none of my business.
If you want me to, yeah, you give me that. Sure.
I'm just looking for someone to clean this guy
up. You haven't left yet?
Shipping him off into the ocean, just covered in blood and filthy.
You cannot find good help in this town.
Oh, what is everybody looking at anyway? I'm sure there's a lot to do here.
So that guy takes your silver. Jairus, just roll me a 20. Just roll me a 20.
Oh, sure.
Well, first, before you roll it, you want high or low?
High.
Okay, go ahead.
Always high.
Not a problem. How long are you going to wait for this guy?
He's not coming back.
I'm not going to wait at all. I'm going to go back to what I'm doing. And if no one comes, then that's fine.
Yeah, whoever that dude was you gave the silver to just left with it. Ass. Oh, you can't find good help these days.
Yeah.
How many people would you say are like actively watching us?
Right now, there's probably like there's quite a few people who are still going about their daily business.
Right.
That keep looking over towards you, but there's probably at the top of the dock there because it goes up a little bit. There's probably like a dozen people there.
I'm scanning the crowd. Does anybody look interesting to me?
Yes. As a matter of fact, somebody comes, walks through the crowd, and dun dun dun, it be Anders. It's the sheriff.
Oh, he's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, perfect.
Let me make sure.
Constabulary.
Yeah. Andrus? I think his name's Andrus.
Yeah.
Andrus, yeah, because his buddy is Barnes. They both got is on the end of their name, Andrus and Barnes. And he's like,
wait a minute, like Andy and Barney?
Exactly.
No, like
Barnes
Andrus
Spike?
and Barnes. Well, Barnes is rather skinny and twitchy. And he's always like hiking up his sword belt. And whatnot. So Andrus, he comes here and goes, well, hello, everybody. Oh, that's terrible there. And he looks over everybody's faces right quick. And he goes, take it. That was the youngin' that came in on the ship. Oh,
yes, but we have caught
terrible.
one of the people responsible for his death. She is over here.
I take it it's that
would
lady
like to
right there.
turn her over to your custody.
He is the sole survivor.
So Andrus and Barnes come down. They walk down, and he's all like, we'll be taking care of that directly. I mean, first of all, why don't you you know what? And he looks up and he looks at the crowd. You, Toby, or whatever. He calls one of the people that's up there by name.
My name is Tony.
Run and get me a cart so that we can take this here man to where he needs to be so we can get some proper burial.
Is that the kid that stole your silver?
And he goes, no, that guy's gone.
Now he takes a cart and
the kid goes running and
sir, if it's all the same to you, I believe his wishes would have been to be buried at sea.
Right.
All right.
I realize this might not be an opportune time, but just wondering, do you know where the yellow mast went to?
Oh yeah, Arkin took up out of here something right quick. I only caught word secondhand about it, but he was saying that he had to go somewhere and find something important for, his sister's youngins. I think they're sick or something along those lines. I could be wrong.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Voda, right? He a matter of fact, he left word for you. If you folk were staying down at the Fishbone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you might want to check with Sousa. I'm sure she's probably got information for you in regards to that. There, if your friend would, we've got a priest of Procan here in the city. I mean, we can take him up to the temple and he can get everything squared away. And he does burials at sea all the time. I mean, that's
that might be. That sounds like a good idea.
And Procan is a sea guy. So it's not like, hey, this crackpot priest of light? Yeah, he'll take care of that for you. No, Procan is...
How much coin do you have?
One thing that you guys heard in town when you were doing your dudios, the priest of Procan here actually will go to the sites of old shipwrecks sometimes, looking for remains of old sailors so that he can put them to rest properly. Even
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, when Toby comes back with the cart, I'll make sure he takes him on up there, and you know, you can go up there, and I'm sure his name's right here in this book. And let's see. Anyway, but the
priest will be here.
He says that you want to turn this one over to me. I'll make sure that she gets a warm welcome in a nice jail cell so that we can talk to her a little bit. You say she was down over in the up in the mansion. Well, what was going on up in there? I thought that was just a crumbled down old house.
There was a.
We're still not quite sure exactly. We're still investigating that, and we can give you more word once we determine more information. We just were set upon by this group when we were there.
Barnes and Andrews. Yep, that's
when he's talking about the taking the pirate. I rolled a 13 insight just to see if I can tell if he's sort of on her side or our side. Because I don't trust authority figures.
I wanted to do the same thing.
He seems like, well, go ahead and roll. He seems like he's up and legit about taking her to the jail. I mean,
I'm sure he is.
As far as anything else, I mean,
he's not 21.
Really, yeah, he seems quite earnest about that. He's going to take him to the jail.
We can definitely report back to you when we learn more. So far, we don't know much of anything.
This Welgar Brinehand is the name of the priest of Procan. Brinehand.
Well, that's not true. We learned quite a bit. There is a relatively sophisticated.
I don't think we know very much, and we need to go back and learn more.
We've left at least a dozen bodies there.
Those who attacked us. We need to go back and learn more.
This sounds like this is something that we should send to. Tell you what, when you folks looking to head back up there, I'll rustle together some of our local boys to send up there with you.
Well,
probably late tomorrow afternoon at the soonest. Maybe even the day after. And I kind of nudge Errol in the gut.
Back there right now. Why would we wait?
Well, you all do look
we do want to see a chance set off properly.
Yeah, we need to make sure this gets underway first, and then
once he's all settled, then I feel a little bit better about it.
Well, I don't know if you guys have done this process before, but it takes a little while.
Exactly. We need to get it started.
There's a whole process.
You're talking too much, boy.
So Andrus takes the pirate from you guys and hands her over to. He actually takes some manacles out of his like a belt pouch and cuffs her, and then hands her over to Barnes. And Barnes starts leading her away.
Right. Yeah. Well, good luck.
To tell you the truth, why don't y'all, you're staying at the Fishbone, right? Well, why don't y'all come down to the Fishbone with me? I'll buy a round, and you can tell me about everything that happened. Right. I mean,
I think we should really look after our associate first.
Well, we're going to make sure that the Brian Hand at the temple is going to take care of him fine for you,
but as an employee of the House of Woe, we have a certain duty.
I understand. Well, as a chief constable of Saltmarsh, I've got a duty too. So
what
we're going to do...
Hey, that's funny. As a priest of the Savant Hospital, we all have duties.
There you go.
I don't anymore. My boat just left, so I'm just kind of...
Maybe he left you a list of duties on the note.
Son, we're always looking to hire on help. There's been quite an uptick in things that...
There are a lot of guards here, but I have to go to the Fishbone anyway, so I'm gonna head over there. And
excellent. This sounds like everything's gonna just work out fine. You too, Ned. Why don't you come along with everybody else, and we'll all go sit down and have a nice conversation. Sounds like a great idea. This way,
now that you mention it, I realize I haven't eaten in 13 hours.
Yeah. See, you need to eat, you need to drink. Some of you look, well, no offense, a little worked over. Right.
Well, it has been a day.
Yes, it has. So
I think they're fine. They'll just kind of give themselves a good smack and be right back in.
he
into
extends
it.
his hand to whoever still is. Who's in the boat still?
I think
Addison is.
Okay, so he extends his hand to help whoever is in the boat out and onto the dock.
Yeah,
She's not budging. She's not budging.
Right. Are you staying with Chance here, Addison?
Okay, yeah. Then the cart does show up, and Toby and two other young lads come down, and he tells them, "Now y'all be careful. Take that man there and go take him to Brian Hand. Would you please?" And they start taking Chance's body up. They'll put him on the cart, and then after he's on the cart, they'll start taking. And you guys went past the temple of Procan. Remember when you left out of town? You passed it.
Yep.
So
Addison's gonna go with them.
okay, they'll you can totally get on the cart with them, not a problem.
Yeah.
So okay.
Where can I secure my new boat?
All right, that looks good. There should be a rope inside the boat there. Just go ahead and tie it off to that.
It'll be safe here and not be stolen.
Well, of course. I mean,
I have your word as the constable that it'll be.
What kind of town do you think Saltmarsh is there,
I
Fred?
don't know what kind of town
I
Saltmarsh.
realize that you're not from around here. I'm not trying to make any presumption.
At the mansion, we don't worry about such things, but I've
there you go.
quickly learning.
We have been here for 2 days, and one of us has been murdered. So
I'm quickly learning.
If I'm not mistaken, that's because you guys went poking around in a haunted house where nobody.
No, it's
goes.
because you have a sophisticated ring of smugglers who are willing to.
And that's what I need to talk to you
operating out
about.
of your town.
Yeah, and we need to talk about this so that we can take care of this problem. And I appreciate your help, all of yours. So come on, let's go.
I've already started walking to the fishbone.
Okay.
Once I saw them taking Chance away, I was trying to call to Ass and be like, you know where we are.
I say, Cyprian, if a moment of your time.
Yes, of course.
So
we kind of
Addison,
hang back a little bit.
Andrus goes up to the top, and he's standing up the top, waiting for you guys to finish up whatever you're doing, whatnot. And he's talking with some of the locals up there.
I may be unnecessarily paranoid because where I am from, the ruling elite are not good people. If you plan on going back to that house, and I think you do, and I think that there may be some information for both of us on this library there. We're going to need to go back to that house before the ruling class follows, but beats us there.
Yes, absolutely. I wish they knew less than they do.
Yes, your friends talks a
quite
lot.
Cooperative.
Yeah.
Are quite chatty, I know.
And I don't know what they're saying
Good
now.
job there, Carol. Don't let them persuade you otherwise.
Yeah, he's all about sharing knowledge. Why on earth would he not tell the authorities about a criminal operation?
Yeah. So, go back with them to the to this tavern. I'm going to head. I'll walk back to the house. I will talk to the girl on my way up there.
The girl's gone.
I know she's on her way. I mean, I walked up that same path to get to this house. I know where this shit is.
No.
Not the pirate. I'm talking about Addison.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a shit about the pirate anymore.
Okay.
She's useless to me.
All right.
Although I don't like the fact that she's probably talking to. I don't trust anybody. Except for Cyprian, because he's the only one looking for this library, and he's not one of the people that I'm looking for. So,
and he's a blue elf.
I mean, which is pretty cool.
But
I've seen where I'm from. I've seen all sorts of shit. So
that's true.
I'm not that surprised. I'm surprised that he's actually an elf. I'll just say that, and I'll leave it. later on when we learn more about my backstory. But tonight I will be at that house.
Perfect.
And then I
You
start
spend the
walking.
night there, tough guy.
Start walking east.
Okay, as you go up the docks and you go to start leaving and whatnot, Andrus goes, whoa, hold on a second now, friend. I don't think I've caught your name.
He's not really involved in any of this. We met him on our way back and picked him up and gave him a ride in. That's why I was swimming, so he could have my seat.
So just so I'm just a poor, simple country constable. So let me get I just need to make sure I got it straight here. Y'all was coming back on this boat from the old mansion, and you just happened to see this fella in red on the side of the
on the beach, yes.
And you just he
waved us down.
Waved him down.
The ride.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir. What's your name?
His name is Amon.
He's not looking at Cyprian at all. He's looking at Shay, and he goes, "Your name's Amon? Is that what your name is?"
I start speaking in Sul, assuming that he doesn't know the language.
Okay.
And then I stop.
Does Errol speak it? I know Cyprian does. I don't remember if you ended up taking Sul as a language.
I don't know.
Okay. So you start speaking Sul, and he goes, I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand what you're trying to say to me.
And then I just sort of shrug my shoulders and continue walking.
So this man who can't speak a language that y'all understand was able to convince you to give him a lift in your boat.
I speak his language.
Oh, so what did he say? Ask him for me what his name is, because he doesn't.
I just told you what his name is.
Oh, his name's Amon. Okay, excellent. Amon, correct? Oh, excellent. Well, where's your friend going?
So Sheriff, I might have said this before, but it has been a day.
I know, and you have to understand that.
No, sir. It has been.
Wait, son.
It's time. It is time to.
Son. I don't think you understand. I do have the authority to throw all of you in jail, and I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to do this in a respectful manner.
So it's interesting that you say that. As a priest of the Savant Hospital, I recognize no authority. And all I've seen today is you have criminals murderers running amok in your town that we have cleared up for you.
Settle.
We
do not wish to antagonize
the Saltmarsh now, and that means you're in my authority. Savant Hospital be damned. I'm in Keel Land, not in Fioron.
Why don't you go take a walk up to that haunted house then yourself? And
I plan on it. I was hoping I could go with y'all, but y'all seem to be having something to hide and not wanting.
I turn to Cyprian and I say, "And in Sul, can you really understand me?"
Yes, of course.
So I guess
say, tell him that I'm just passing through.
Oh no, I'm not done with you, Sheriff. The way you have mismanaged this town,
and I have no need for this town or these people, and I am just passing through.
Excellent. Well, I think in this regards, ladies and gentlemen, I think you're all going to have to come back with me to the station.
By the way, remember Voda?
To go to the Fishbone and conduct.
Remember, Voda's already near the Fishbone.
He's gone.
Well, as soon as Voda would have started walking off, Andrus would have asked him to wait.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So you can still go, but
no. The whole point was I was leaving when I was saying I'm going to the Fishbone. Bye, I'll see you there.
Andrus is at the top waiting for all of you, and he realizes that you guys are trying to go every which way but loose. And he's like,
but I feel like we've drummed up a pretty good distraction if you wanted to slip away.
Well, let's put it this way: there's only him.
I'm a 5-foot green man. How a 5'4" green man?
I am not going to attack the local establishment.
I think tempers are just starting to flare for no reason. Let's all.
I've been very calm this entire time.
Amon here says he wishes to proceed on. He's traveling down the coast. We saved him a couple of miles on his legs.
You have to understand. You just brought a dead body into my city, telling me about a smuggling ring that I didn't even know existed. And
you didn't exactly.
Correct.
We've been here for 2 days. This is your town, sir. You should know. we have brought your failure to light.
Obviously,
and
you
now
don't
you've
do
gotten
much
very
in the way
defensive.
of police work, and if you're attempting to try and insult me, well, you are, and that's uncalled for, son.
Yeah,
I'm just
stating
trying to
facts,
find
sir. If
out
they're
what's
insulting, maybe you should look yourself in the mirror.
Now, Errol, please calm yourself. I know everyone is upset at the death of Chance. However, antagonizing Anders here is not going to bring him back.
Exactly. Now, I'm assuming y'all have nothing to do with any of this stuff illegally, but you would have to understand is my position. I kind of need to try to figure that out.
Yeah.
Now, if you fight me on it and don't try, well, that's going to make it awful suspicious on y'all.
Right.
Now, I haven't seen you commit any crimes, but I do have the ability to throw you in jail until we get to question you.
Yeah.
Because as you might know, I'm sure you found out before you came into port that Saltmarsh is now under Keelland Direct Royal Authority, which means that we have the ability to arrest anybody and hold them on suspicion of piracy until we clear them on said matters.
Right.
Now, I don't think y'all are pirates.
Nope.
But I do think you've got some information that you're trying to keep from me, and I'm your friend. I'm the one trying to figure out what's happening.
My friends don't usually threaten me.
Well, I have to say, son, if I'm going to get the information one way or another, now we could sit down and do it in a polite matter, or
that's my vote.
I could go and get the rest of the boys, and we can make sure that you come and give the information that way. I mean, it's completely up to y'all.
I just wanted to have a meal and find out where my boat went.
The drink still offers. I mean, the drink offer still stands. I'll still buy all of your drinks, and I would really, really like it if your friend in red would come with. Now, if he doesn't,
I've never met him before in my life. He's not my friend.
Yeah, and you do understand that I'm not saying that you're doing anything illegal, but I am going to say this: everything you're saying, I've heard from people doing things illegal. If you understand my drift.
So he is not an employee of the House of Woe, so I am not able to detain him in any way, shape, or form.
I don't really know what that means.
Move on. Yes, I would expect one such as yourself to understand that.
Again, with the insults. A lot of insults coming on around here.
Right.
I'm just trying to do my job, gentlemen. Just trying to do my job. What language y'all speaking so I could get an interpreter?
We are speaking an ancient tongue with which I'm sure that you would have a difficult time following.
Okay, so what you're saying is I'm a slow country folk and wouldn't know anybody that might know this kind of language. That's what you're trying to say.
Nope, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying it took me 50 years to learn this language. Longer than you have been alive.
Well,
human.
I don't know if there's anybody in town that speaks that language until you tell me.
Exactly.
And this is what I'm talking about. No one's
speaking this language requires an induction ceremony. We do not have the time for that.
Induction ceremony just to tell me what language you're speaking.
Yes.
Well,
it involves drawing blood, your blood, and I don't think you would like that very much. I did not enjoy it very much when it was my turn.
All y'all can either come with me.
Take me in.
Oh, you say that in common?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need to talk to all y'all. So we can either one or two. We can go to the Fishbone.
Fishbone.
Or we can go down to the jail. Which one do you y'all prefer?
Well, obviously, my compatriots would prefer the Fishbone, and Mommy and Daddy would not prefer to find me in a jail somewhere. So
the Fishbone it is. We can have a drink. We can sit down.
Right.
And hopefully we can get some honest answers. I don't know what you're or why, but maybe you can explain that to me and I can put you all at ease about it. Sound fair?
Yep.
All right.
Voda's just been sitting here the whole time, like,
I just need a drink.
Voda's just like, Fishbone.
Okay, so he starts walking down towards the Fishbone, but he doesn't like just go and turn his back to you and not look back or anything.
Right, yeah.
He's like definitely like in a group, he stays in the middle just so that, everybody's there, and he walks with everybody at the same pace to the Fishbone.
Actually, before we get even halfway there, I stop and I send the owl ahead and I take over its senses and I do a good survey of the area around the fishbone first.
Okay.
Looking for any kind of a trap or is somebody about to attack us or.
Nah, I mean this is still because this is still it's summer. So you still got a couple hours of light, even, it's not going to get dark till probably around 8:00, so and there's still plenty of activity in the town, even for that matter. And
sure, I'm just making sure that we're not being led into.
You can give me a perception roll, but unless you really screw the pooch on it, because more or less it's going to be the role is how you interpret what the owl sees. You know.
All right.
What I mean?
Well, the owl has advantage on perception.
Because there could be some guy in a corner thinking he's a dark elf in the shadows, and the owl could see him and go, "Holy shit, there's a drow there."
5 and a 4.
Okay, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, it just looks like a regular, as far as you know, a regular human town conducting business. Doesn't seem like anything else. So
is Andrus's forearm covered? His right forearm, though, not the left.
He's not going to have long sleeves on. You know what? I'm going to say that he doesn't have them covered. He does not.
He doesn't have any tattoos or anything on his arm, does he?
Doesn't have a brand. Doesn't have any tattoos. Nothing along those lines. Because that's the one thing I got to try and keep in mind is that the weather here is warm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not warm to the point where if you're wearing armor that you're going to be like, unless some extraordinary.
Unless you're wearing armor with the rot grubs in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, so basically what we'll say is you guys get back to the fishbone, you grab a table, and he gets drinks for everybody, and he settles down. And that is where we will end this episode 5 of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Ooh, I love the paranoia. It just popped out of nowhere. I was like, oh no.
I don't trust.
The lady did say that there was somebody in town. So, I mean, it's not like it's unwarranted.
But also, I just don't trust I don't trust the police. I don't trust
anybody.
No.
The only people you would trust would be in chains, and then
then depends on apparently their look and because I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
And I really just want to speak with this guy's manager because I feel like he's done a terrible job securing this town. And here we are doing his job for him. Chance is getting murdered in the process.
Well, the manor is outside of Saltmarsh proper.
Oh, it's outside his. Well, then it's outside his jurisdiction.
Right.
Well, you brought back a dead body.
Did bring back a dead body. So yeah.
So he needs to investigate because piracy is the thing around here, as is smuggling, and so it'd be one thing. He wouldn't have been suspicious at all if you can sure, let's go talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, I speak in a language that you'll never understand, you backwards.
I didn't start that until I was just leaving.
And then the other guy's like, you do a terrible job. And it's like, well, you guys don't want to tell me, then we can do it the hard way. Now, granted, what would happen there is get down, they'd question you. If they didn't find anything, you get let go. I mean, pretty much. I mean, this is a civilized land. I mean, this is not like I use where they go, fucking kill them.
Right.
There's law and order here.
I am a little bit worried about all the people we killed in the mansion 3 miles from town. I'm a little bit worried about that.
Well, those guys, as far as you know, those were a bunch of pirates.
Right.
Which is why I kept saying
self-defense in Saltmarsh. Where can you?
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: the pirate was taken away to the jail, so she'll be getting questioned.
Yeah.
So they'll find out some good information about that, and then they'll go. That's the reason why something that has a rumor of being a haunted house and whatnot can, aside everybody just assumes it's a rumor, but it's like 3 miles outside of town. It's like nobody even does anything with that.
Right.
If there's anything strange going on, people just attribute it to ghosts.
Whatever happened to the old dude?
It's classic Scooby-Doo.
Who, Grimpus?
Grimpus.
Grimpus. I think we left him in the house.
You sure did.
Grimpus is a fucking pirate lord, isn't he? Holy shit!
You never know.
He's
Wait, we left Grimpus in the house. Where did we leave him?
No.
he was still upstairs.
He stayed upstairs, the coward.
Yeah, he stayed upstairs.
What did I
for
see
us.
him when I walked into the building?
Totally forgot about him.
Forgot about him. I thought he went back for some reason.
No.
When
The shit
Shay,
that slips between sessions.
So I didn't see him when I entered the house.
no, when you
That's
entered-
hilarious.
Yeah, you didn't see him. You didn't see.
He
him.
was off stealing the yellow mast.
Yeah, but Ned is with you guys. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's still standing there, going.
Still don't trust him.
To the fishbone with you guys.
Yeah,
Ned's
we
now
could tell.
Addison's friend because he went into the basement with her. Whatever.
Yeah,
Still don't
sneaking
trust
around.
him.
She
We
was
could
like,
tell the
"Oh, this guy's
sheriff.
cool."
The sheriff has a history with Ned. We could tell that.
Well, and see, that's the other thing too. Is like, Andrus knows Addison, and Addison, you know Andrus, you know the sheriff.
Yeah, but she's not there while that's all happening.
No, exactly. I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
this is why when the two people that the sheriff knows, one is dead, so he lets them go off, and then there's a bunch of strangers in town he don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. I was acting appropriately.
I think everybody acted appropriately.
Well, yes.
You all acted-
I just didn't want to go to the inn.
I
Yeah.
know what you wanted. All right. So with that having been said, I want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in. I want to say thank you to everybody who will eventually listen to this. I'm assuming a podcast. As soon as I do that thing. And hope you had a great time. We had a great time as always. So we're going to go ahead and sign out. So we're going to go the opposite way of how we started everything out. So Adam, why don't you go ahead?
Anyway, thanks for
Oh,
watching,
shit.
folks. Check out YouTube/Mr. Adam PL. There goes somebody. Michael just disappeared. No.
Yep.
No, I'm here.
Michael moved into a different spot.
Jairus
Jairus vanished.
Anyway, check out YouTube/Mr. Adam PL for previous Greyhawk Adventures, Ghosts of Saltmarsh episodes. And also, some of you may be watching live right now. So, hey.
Yeah, right.
And also look for old episodes of other stuff. And coming this Sunday, check out Super.
Sunday.
Is that this Sunday that
It's
it's out?
Sunday. It's coming out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sunday.
Is Sunday the 21st?
Nope. It's the 14th.
14.
I'm all jacked up. I don't know where I got the 21st in my head from.
That's our next game.
That's
where
what
I
he's
got it
thinking of.
from. Okay. All right. Excellent. So Addison. Anyway, Katie, go ahead.
Good night, everyone. I don't have any internet stuff.
That's all right. And so next would be Michael.
And I want to say you started at the end, but being a number 3 in the middle, I'm still in the middle. So
You're over at the end now because
I'm not towards the end, I guess. But.
Now you're over by Jairus.
Yeah, you're in Jairus' spot because everything's been messed up.
But I'm out.
There it is. And Steve?
Well, thanks for listening and watching, everybody, and have a great week.
Who wants to do Jairus' sign off?
Jairus has nothing to say.
Since you just
Bye.
All right. All right, everybody. I'm Will DM. I'm the DM for this game. As you know, I am also the game master for Tales of Savage Land, which will be on tomorrow, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch me. Watch. I'm not going to mess it up. You can catch me on Twitter at Giant Stomp. See that? Didn't mess it up
First
at
time
all.
you did that right.
I know, right? That's the first time for everything. So that's about it. We will be back next Tuesday and see what further complications may arise. So cool. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night and peace out.
Good night.